I hit a button and OBS crashed.
Oh no!
It didn't totally
screen
crash.
just went black.
It didn't.
No,
It didn't
it's
totally
Sam
crash.
and Sphinx
It just
being
dumped
too
us
hot. They
out
crashed
to a
OBS.
different
Oh my goodness.
entire thing here.
Oh
Hang
yeah,
on a
we're
second.
in somebody else's.
Yeah, we're in my other
Hello.
one. We're in the World of Darkness one right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just 1 second. Things have gone to the
To be fair, with how much tech hates me, you could probably throw that one on my.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're back.
There we go.
We're
Kingdoms
sorry
of
for
Chaos.
that. I hit a button on my stream deck and apparently blasted us back into Tuesday. So, welcome everyone to Dinner and a Game. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope everyone's going to have a good time tonight. We want to make it welcome everyone who has joined us, and we are going to do everything we can to make you have a good time. But above everything else, we want to remind people that we are here also to enjoy ourselves. We're here to tell a story, and we're going to make sure that we can do that in a way that hopefully gives everyone a high-value entertainment evening. But in the end, what we're going to do is we're going to have a good time and hopefully drag you along with us, screaming into the depths of chaos. But it'll still be fun. So, tonight is Wednesday, and Wednesday means it is time for our D&D 5e stream, which is called Kingdoms of Mist. Kingdoms of Mist was a little brainchild I had a while back when I decided that I was going to create a game so I could basically live out my fantasy of being a cast member on a treasure planet. But I didn't want to do it sci-fi. I wanted fantasy elements. So I started building this whole little cluster world thing, and I had some wonderful people, Sphinx, Milagros, and Rob, who decided to come along for the ride, and they've been helping me flesh it out. And since then, we had Rome and RJ from Oblivious the Adventurous, who were originally part of the cast. They have had some scheduling issues come up, and they have unfortunately had to step away. But that created some opportunities for some other amazing people to step in, and I would like to take time to thank them very much. So first off, Cassie, thank you so much for joining us. I've been talking to you for a little bit about trying to get you onto a stream, and it was always, there is our wife.
Oh, did she peek in? I missed her. I looked down.
But yeah, so I've been talking to you for a while about trying to get you on a stream, and this kind of popped up out of nowhere, and you actually had availability, which I was shocked. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Cassie. Cassie, who are you going to be playing for us this evening?
Okay, so my new little brainchild, because I am one of those people, I like to really randomly come up with ideas and be like, this will be cool. So basically this concept is I'm playing a spore druid, and her name is Kalutea. And her idea came to me as kind of like that old Brendan Fraser movie, Blast from the Past, like been hidden away. Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
Been kind of hidden away, and now she's interacting with the world for kind of the first time in her life. She's too young to understand what was happening when she went under.
Excellent. And what race was she again?
Callie is a wood elf.
Gotcha.
And
That's right.
wood
I remember
elves-
now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wood elves
I
don't
read
do
the
well
backstory.
underground.
Nope. It is not a healthy situation. This is gonna be you mainly play 5e, right?
I've only played 5e so
Gotcha.
far.
So the good news is there won't be a lot of stuff for you to relearn on this. I don't even think we have any odd house rules. We do have one. Thank you very much, Celtic Wyvern King, for the follow.
Oh no, he followed me here too.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's here now too.
The stalking continues, but the only rule we have that's kind of a little bit odd and I've heard this rule being in a lot of places, is that you can give yourself a potion as a bonus action. but to administer a potion to anyone else is an action.
It's an action.
Yes.
Cool. That's
I love
actually
it.
the house
I
rule at
love
my
it.
table. It's my
Yeah,
home table.
it's a very common house rule, and so but I think that's the only real house rule we have. So everything else is pretty much by the book, and so thank you very much for joining us, Cassie. We really appreciate it.
I'm so excited to be here. I love
And-
getting to meet new friends.
And as another amazing and incredible achievement, we have actually managed to entice our husband to
Yes.
join us on a stream.
He's here.
He is here, ladies and gentlemen.
We've been
Our
talking
glorious Adonis, our wonderful man of the hour.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
Well, we have to flatter you.
Before emotional
you're
damage. yes.
before the emotional
Yeah,
trauma,
butter you up.
we have to
All the
butter you
padding
up.
for the trauma.
Yeah.
shit,
Alright,
we're
so-
batting here is better than my martial arts school.
So, Sam, thank you so much for joining us.
It is an absolute pleasure to join you guys. I've been watching you guys for a while on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
The group seems absolutely amazing. I am absolutely thrilled that my schedule cleared up on Wednesday so I could join.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. So, who are you going to be playing this evening?
This evening, I will be playing Drake, a half-elf with a rather interesting disdain for certain military forces.
And you once again, do you have played other systems other than 5e?
A few.
A few.
Played a few Powered by the Apocalypse,
Love
a few
that
Fate
game.
Core,
Mhm.
touched on Shadowrun for like a one-shot back in, I want to say, like 2016.
Yeah, the big thing is about Shadowrun is you need more than a one shot because just getting through the gear list takes all night.
Yeah, the original thing was to do a campaign, but then deployments happened and all that got thrown out the window.
Oh, understood. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and we are going to be looking at establishing the storyline for your new characters tonight. Now, we do have someone joining us who's not new to Dinner in a Game, but she's new to this particular game, and she's also going to strangle a dog. So, hi, beautiful wife.
Going to kill the fucking dog.
The dog thinks he speaks English, so he will attempt to talk to her most of the evening, and you guys are going to enjoy hearing the dog sing in the background.
He also
Nice.
thinks he speaks Spanish, so he argues
okay,
with
my
my
mother
mother-in-law.
Well, that's just because she feeds him food constantly. Jessica, who are you playing this evening?
I am playing Desdemona,
And Desdemona is...
a half-orc grave cleric.
Desdemona is actually one of her more favorite characters.
Favorite
She's
characters.
taken her to so many campaigns now, and so you all be graced with her presence here. Let me tell you
She
one
has
thing,
PTSD.
just from
She
being
has
in my other
PTSD.
games.
Well, to be honest, the Strahd game, you were a player in.
Yes, I was. That's one of the few. That was like 5 years ago. That was the last time I got to really play. Oh no, I got to play in Josh's Strahd game too, but that only lasted like for 6 or 7 sessions,
Yeah, Desdemona is 8 years old.
something like that. Yeah, you've
That
been
is-
playing her for a while, in many
Yeah.
different iterations.
Yes.
Desdemona's been everything from level 1 to level 15. So, Jessica is also the social media manager and handles all of Dinner Games Facebook stuff. Thank you very much, baby. Because of Jessica, we have almost 14,000 followers on Facebook, and
I am
we
my daughter.
we're constantly doing prize support and stuff over there. So if you guys want to give us a follow, you can find us at our link tree, which I'm putting into chat now. And if you go there, we do have several things happening, which we're going to talk to you about in just a minute. Now, also remember, if you want to, every single one of us on this stream is a creator of some kind of content. For Sam, I have his beacons here in chat. Sam's on multiple shows. He's in multiple streams, and we have his Twitch, his Twitter, TikTok. I think it's on there too. So, just about everywhere you want to find Sam. So if you want to continue being a supportive friend or stalker, depending on whose story you listen to, you can.
I mean,
You can go ahead and follow him there. Cassie's information is here, so you can go ahead and follow her here. She's on Linktree, and she actually shares a spotlight with Sam on Tuesday nights over at ADH Adventures, where I understand something about your ship sunk.
The process of sinking. We're really trying to slowly sink the ship.
Oh my.
And
slowly, like it can't sink like too quickly. No, it's got to be
slow
like,
and painful.
Yeah,
slightly enough hope as we just slowly just push down.
Well, yeah, I mean, the more trauma, the better. Rory's already got a problem with shit.
Exactly.
Just look
I see what you did there.
I don't think even, like some of the characters or anything know about that.
Thank you very much. What's that? Navrotosio?
Naruto chick.
Oh, Naruto chick. There he goes.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm Hispanic, so I tend to roll things into other words that they shouldn't be.
Okay.
And
they're one of mine.
Well, she's claimed you, so now you know anything that happens is now on her head, not yours. Feel free to misbehave in chat. Milagros,
Awesome.
you are one of the original members of City of Mist, and you have been amazing to us for so long, being here for both shows we run, stating that you would never leave and that we own your soul, I do believe. So
You can't get rid of me. I live here.
And who are you playing tonight, Milagros?
I am playing Utopia Okal, formerly Aster, though kind of the only Aster, so like she doesn't claim it, but like she had to because everybody died. It's a long story. She is our paladin, and she's a big dumb lesbian with a hammer, just doing her best. Played by a big dumb lesbian who barely knows how to play D&D. And I think today's finally the day she's going on a date. That's been not the entire campaign in the making, but like a good.
It's been a
bit.
bit.
A good chunk of it. I think it like maybe half.
Oh, thank you for subscribing. Wow.
Oh my God.
Really appreciate. Oh, never mind. Admiral Redbeard, thank you very much for gifting that sub. It's really incredible of you. I think our sub count just doubled.
Nice.
Yo.
Thank you so much. But also, Utopia was probably Milagros had the unfortunate event of being the focus for the beginning of this campaign. Basically, almost the past 30 adventures.
Yeah.
And so she's been going through emotional damage on an epic scale.
Yeah, I tried on stream a couple times.
What's up, Crip Walker? How you doing?
Best.
I love it.
So she's had to go through everything from daddy issues to dating to.
My family caused the apocalypse.
Yeah, family caused the apocalypse.
Yeah,
The usual stuff. The usual. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Yeah, we're fine.
So thank you so much for being here, Milagros. I love you very much.
Always. You can't get rid of me.
Sphinx,
Yeah.
how the hell have you been?
I'm all right. It's been a long day, and I've been super excited for this. So I'm here for it. Let's go.
Excellent. So who are you playing tonight?
I am playing the incomparable, the dad of the group, Mr. Wallenstein Okal, aka Val, aka Utopia's new adopted dad. He is a Kalashtar who actually speaks to his quarry, and his quarry speaks back. He is a bard and shadow sorcerer, who is now a second. The shadows that fuel that power are now a secondary source of life, energy, something that lives inside him now. So that's fun.
And it's good to have one personality, and it's kind of weird to have two personalities. Having three personalities must be better than all that.
Oh heck yeah.
It's the two's company. Three is weird.
Three is weird.
It was the weirdest of times. It was the weirdest of times.
Well, you can't deny when three different spirits come together as one. or even as three separate spirits that are kind of antagonistic towards each other in some way and trapped in one person.
It's a threesome.
Well, as a GM, you can't deny that because that's just fucking story right there. So, thank you for suffering for me, Sphinx.
I suffer from my art.
Speaking of people that I've made suffer, hi Rob.
Hi.
How are you playing today, Rob?
Well, I'm gonna have fun, hopefully, but we'll see. I'm playing Aeom. So Aeom is a... how many levels do I have in Monk? However many levels I have in Monk, and then 1 level in Fighter.
And you have 7 levels of Monk and 1 level in Fighter.
He's got miscellaneous levels in Monk. And
Yeah,
then...
it's, you know,
And the rest are fighter.
I don't need that many. It's
It's
whatever.
fine.
Punch everything all the time.
Yep.
Uh,
Punch when not hugging.
Yes. No, currently Aeom will never kill a person. I don't think Aeom has ever killed a person.
I don't know if he has or not.
I'd have to go through the notes for that.
I think you've
I
killed. I
killed
think you've killed things like demons.
Yeah.
But I don't think you've killed a person.
I don't think I've killed a person.
I don't think you have either.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think Aeom is very actively against harming people and would love to just sit down and hug it out.
Yep.
But yeah, that's who I'm playing. Also, for everybody in chat, I did message Ray, but pronouns are he, she, they, just to confuse absolutely everybody.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to change that already. I apologize. I fix.
Starting pronouns.
I know you had it right, but yeah, things go wrong when editing stuff, so no worries. But yeah, just so everybody in chat knows, every pronoun is possible with me.
You can't misgender.
You can't miss. Just fire away. Yeah, so anyways, really glad to be here and super happy to get started.
Absolutely. Oh, and by the way, how is Aeom's home planet doing?
Aeom's home planet is hopefully okay. Shut the hell up. But who knows?
But it's Schrodinger's planet right now.
Oh no!
If I don't think about it, it's totally fine.
If I don't think about it, it's fine.
But for some reason, Ray keeps bringing it up.
Oops. Well, you know, it's not because I enjoy torturing you. It's because
for trauma.
We all live for trauma.
Hey, trauma is a great catalyst for character growth, and no one can tell me otherwise.
I don't think there's any other catalyst for character growth.
Hey, Rob,
completely.
I just thought of something. Your
Moments
pronouns
of
are he,
heroism.
she, they. What are Aeon's pronouns?
Aeom's. Oh wow! Don't hit me with
Can
that.
we get Aeom to have a gender crisis?
Yes, we're gonna have a gender crisis. So we're gonna play to find out what Aeom's pronouns are.
All right.
Wait,
Currently, they are he, him.
Wait. Okay, wait.
Milagros furiously typing.
Milagros is furiously.
Okay. 1 to
Oh.
2 is he, him.
Okay.
3 to 4 is
Rolling
she,
for
her. 5 to 6 is they, them.
How about 7?
We got a 6. I'm rolling a d6.
Okay.
They, them.
They, them.
We got a they, them. Today.
Now I gotta go fix it again.
It's too hard on Ray. We'll just.
No, I got
If
it.
he interacts with Aeom, that's what his pronouns will be at that time.
That is fair.
Perfect. Kind of like me, actually. Wow. I love
My
this.
pronouns
I mean,
are.
it's not a
Son of a
self-
gun.
Hydrate from
Already.
Celtic Worm King.
He is starting already.
Yes.
Sorry, I haven't stopped hydrating because I'm a little nervous.
Oh, there's nothing. There's never anything to be nervous about unless you've made your PC with any form of compassionate NPCs with them. In that case, you'll be afraid.
Oh, I attached to NPCs so fast.
Always
I'm
says that
literally
you're-
in love with one, and I'm so scared of what that means.
They're already dead.
I'm
Literally,
already
they're
dead.
already dead.
No.
But he
you know
already
what's-
killed my dad.
There is only one thing scarier. There is only one thing scarier.
Oh,
When
no.
you're attached to an NPC, and then that NPC gets a guest star acting as them.
Oh,
that is true.
And then that guest star may roll into actual active cast, playing that character forever.
Yeah.
So that is the hope.
All right, excellent. So, to
I
give
got
a little bit of
married.
background on what we do normally during these shows, if you guys follow us here, you have already been entered into a contest. We are trying to get to 1,000 followers on Twitch, and when we get there, we're going to give away something special. which is not working right now because naturally it's not. So let me turn it on over here. We're going to give away this set of books. This is the D&D core set. It is the Player's Guide, the Monstrous Manual, the DMG, plus that GM screen. It comes in that wonderful slipcase. Now, this set is actually not a standard set of books. It is the foil embossed cover set, which means that basically it is shiny, it is slick, and it does not look like a regular set of D&D books. So if you take this to the game store with you, it will not look like everyone else's, and you won't have to do that annoying thing of writing your name on the edge of the book in black Sharpie. But this will be given away. We hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. On Twitch. However, we're doing one other thing. If you follow us over on YouTube, we are trying to get our YouTube channel branded. To do that, we need 100 subscribers. We are at 90 subscribers right now. When we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to give away this same set to one of those 100 subscribers. So if you go use our link tree and go to our YouTube and you go ahead and subscribe on YouTube and we get to 100 subscribers, we will be pulling that in. If we can get to that tonight, we'll be pulling that name tonight. So if you know anyone who might want this set of books, tell them to go subscribe to our YouTube. It's in our link tree, and they will help us get branded as a channel. YouTube is we only use YouTube for as a archive for our previous shows. So we just wanted to get it branded for that. So thank you very much, Admiral Redbeard. And so as soon as we get that goal hit, we will be giving away this set there. And of course, we'll still be giving away the set when we hit 1,000 here on Twitch. Right now we're at 656, so we're rolling on up. We've done like 100 in a month, so that's not bad. And also, if you follow us through our link tree over on TikTok, we are giving away something very special over there. Now on TikTok, we are giving away this. This is a 3D printed dice tower, and while I'm talking about it, I'm going to grab something. This is a 3D printed dice tower that I have printed myself. We're going to be giving this away when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, so I can go live and talk more in front of people I don't know. This is going to be something we're going to be doing at 1,000 followers, and we are at 800 and... I think we're at 870, 880. So we're almost there. Oops, I'm breaking it. So I wanted to show you how big this was, because I always say this thing's 11 inches tall and 9 inches wide, but I am a 300-pound, 6-foot-tall fat man, and this thing's as big as my torso. So this is not small, and it has this little door in front, opens and closes. I can't close it without lifting the tower up. It has in the top, it has a hatch that opens and closes, and each level comes off. And there's staircases for every single level. There's a little stair ramp inside of there. I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, there it is. There's a little nook there for the stair ramp. Each one of the levels comes off, and all these walls come apart separately. All the parts to do all this come with it. Thank you very much for the subscription. So all these parts come with it. It literally clips together. You can break this completely down, put it in a shoebox, and store it. It's going to come unpainted. Rhino Vision, subscribe. Thank you so much. It's coming. In fact, you're getting this actual model because my 3D printer is currently giving me a bunch of stuff. But thank you very much for the sub. But we are also going to be starting to sell this product on in our store, because we just got a license from the people who make the files, which is Dragonlock, and we have a license for them to sell. So we are going to be selling those as well, but we're going to be giving this one away when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. And finally, the last bit of news. Every single show at the break, we give away a mini. Now, normally we will be giving away a mini from this set of minis. And this is... Oops, that's the wrong set of minis. Well, anyway, we're not giving away a set from that set of minis. What we're going to give away is something special. Where did I put it? Here it is. I printed this out a few days ago, and everyone on the show flipped their shit, and they loved it. So I printed out another one, and we're going to give that away tonight. Now, this is from a company called Loot Studios. They make the 3D files that people print out for their minis. This is a prop item.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Now, this is the one you're actually going to get. I like this one because the seams are very, very small. It will take very little fill. It'll take very little fill to fill in those seams and make this nice and smooth. It glues together literally with super glue. You don't need anything special. You're going to need to sand it to make it smooth and everything like that. It's a resin printed model. It's already been cured. It's already ready to go. I'm going to leave it broken down so I can package it easier. But it prints out in several pieces, and we're going to be giving this away at the break, which is midway through the show. What we're going to do is we're going to be starting a contest at the beginning of break, and then when we come back from break, which will only take about 10 minutes, we're going to draw the winner. And you have to be present in the stream to win, but we're going to be giving away this blade when we after we get back from break. So, dibs.
Who said that?
All
it
you
would
gotta
look
do.
really nice with my 3D printed dagger collection.
You have a 3D printed dagger collection?
I do. It's cosplay reasons.
Of
Nothing
course.
else.
Of course.
We believe her, don't we, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh yeah.
It's cosplay reasons. There's
eyebrows.
no other play involved with that.
Nope.
All right. So tonight we're continuing from where we left off the last game. At the end of last session, things had kind of slowed down a little bit, honestly, with all the chaos that had been happening with our group, with them having fought a coven of hags, somehow managed to survive that. With them having helped to save, or not helped to save, but helped to set up a bunch of refugees with homes for the winter, and negotiated that deal with Lord Trask, who is the head of the city that they're currently in. They've kind of established themselves as local heroes. As they've been going through all this in their personal lives, things have gotten a little bit chaotic. Val has had himself invaded by some kind of shadow spirit that's manifesting more power for him, but apparently is not getting along well with his quarry spirit, Val being a Kalishtar. And Val's quarry is also very unusual because Val can actually speak to his quarry and interact with it, which is not common for Kalishtar. Utopia has discovered that there is more to life than just smashing stuff with a hammer, as she has discovered, I don't know, that there may be romance out there for her after all.
There, you see her.
We're not even on the date yet, okay? We're not placed yet.
Dude, this is what it's like from the outside. I love it.
Yeah, oh, it's
So
much
this
fun.
is
I
what
love it.
it's like.
And so and Aeom had gotten some. Aeom had gotten pretty disheartened for a while after having discovered that his home world, which had already borne the wrath of the Mist Mother 100 years ago, when people from his home world attempted to abuse the powers that she imbued in these planets, and ended up trying to tear a rift in the Mist Mother, and had their planet basically smacked out of orbit and sent to the edge of the habitable zone and started to freeze.
And that's what she had to say about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
the planet did stop.
Well
She did
understood.
stop it from going further, but she also did not restore it to its original spot. So it went from being this lush mountainous wilderness paradise to being a frozen wasteland like the Siberian tundra. And when she smashed the world, she also caused a huge rift to open just about around the equator that caused a line of volcanic activity around the center of the planet, almost like the planet was cracking in half. And that line of volcanic activity is now the only place that's really super hospitable, as the rest of the planet is just a frozen wasteland. And so all the survivors of this horrible situation, which literally killed probably about 60 to 70% of the people on the planet when it happened, all the survivors are now grouped around this central band of hospitable zones, and people are trying to rescue the people from this planet, but it has been very, very difficult. In this world, there are 6 planets. There is Alatras, which is one of the breadbasket and one of the most heavily populated planets. It's also the only planet that is a single unified government, and it has a decently strong military. There is Iambar, which is a planet that was a grouping of different peoples, but the elven races have pretty much been taking over Iambar, and they've been basically forcing all other non-elven races off the planet, declaring it the elven home world. There is the Twins, which are 2 planets that are stuck in what's called a Roche orbit, which means that they're literally so close together that they share one gravitational field, and they rotate around each other. This is the native homeworlds to several different demi-human species, such as orcs, hobgoblins, goblins. Humans are also there primarily, and it also houses some of the largest populations of monstrous races anywhere in the worlds at all. And then there is Rob. What's your home planet's name? I freaking lost it.
What's it called?
Kyrell.
Yeah.
There's Kyrell, which was a huge mining and industrial planet, which had a lot of lumber as well. Where's Arrakis come into play? There's no Arrakis. There's just Alatras. And all these planets, and there's one other planet, but we haven't explored that yet, and it's kind of isolated, so we're going to save that for later.
Gedi Prime.
Huh? It's not Gedi Prime, no. But all these planets are inside a gas giant. They're in a non-geosynchronous orbit, which means that they do not orbit in a flat plane like most planets do in a solar system. They orbit in a 360-degree pattern. That way, because the sun they orbit around is not a single sun. It is a dual brown dwarf system. They're called the Brothers. The gas giant holds enough atmosphere within it that you can technically travel from world to world without needing to actually, have a breathable atmosphere. Problem is, sometimes you go through clouds of toxic gas, sometimes you go through areas where there's actually no oxygen. So, in order to travel back and forth, the magic users and the engineers of these worlds have built ships that can sail back and forth between the aether. These ships are utilized and powered by crystals that are found within the crust of all these worlds, and these crystals are imbued with the literal magic of the creature that made all this possible. This creature is the gas giant. She calls herself the Mist Mother. The gas giant is her physical form, but she can manifest in many different ways, and she is the one who brought all these people from all these different worlds here thousands of years ago, and she created what she thought was a utopia for them to live on. And then she populated them throughout the worlds, and it didn't go well, because, individual spirits are not ones to be tamed, even if they're those who are not really technically part of society. And it ended up blowing up in her face, and a lot of things had to happen, but she finally got things stabilized. And so now there's all these people from many generations later who are trying to go about their lives living within the Mist Mother. So that's where we stopped. We were on the planet of Alatras, and we had been in the capital of Alatras, which is called Ayla. That capital was attacked by forces not native to the Mist Mother's worlds. There were demons, there were creatures from the Shadowfell, there were creatures from the Feywilds, there were creatures from the Elemental Planes, and they all came out of nowhere, and they sacked the city. Our heroes were present in Ayla when this happened, right before this happened. They were being teleported, actually, by a wizard who was sending them in to actually, I think they were sending you back to your actual chateau, weren't they, Utopia? Your parents' house? Because it was discovered...
Paper.
Yeah, it was discovered that that Utopia's family had made a bargain to give access to some of these extraplanar beings in order for power and money. And apparently this contract was what was giving things access, and they were sending Utopia and her friends back to her home to find and destroy this contract in order to stop the madness. But when the wizardess tried to teleport them, instead of being teleported directly to the house, they were teleported several blocks away from the house and 3 months into the future. It was a whoops. She slipped.
And died.
and no, she's not dead, remember?
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, she's impaled in the center of that giant summoning circle and being used as a battery now.
Oh God.
So
That's right, we never rescued her, did we?
no, well, remember the Emerald was trying to rescue her and they failed.
And they failed. Yeah.
So there is now Ayla has fallen. Half the city actually fell off the cliff that it sits on, and it's this wrought massive destruction. Our heroes, after trying to save people, actually managed to get a small group of refugees, and they smuggled them out from Utopia's home, and they found a teleportation device, and they got them out and sent them up to the mountains in the north, which are called the Great Northern Range. And there is a teleportation device that teleports people from Ayla's home from Utopia's home in Ayla out to their hunting lodge. And so they appeared in this hunting lodge, which hadn't been used in forever, and they basically made their way to Trask, which was the nearest town several hours away, and then they started talking to the people there, found out things that were happening there, ended up fighting a coven of witches, a coven of hags, I mean, and basically kind of saved, 3 babies? Saved 3 babies, and killed 2 hags. One of them got away, and that basically is where we kind of left off, with them being the heroes of the day.
Wait, didn't the one that got away me and...
no, that was the green hag.
That was okay, yeah.
That was the green hag. Yeah, the Annie's hag you guys killed in combat. The green hag tried to run, and the night hag disappeared completely.
Right, okay.
How are the babies?
They've
They're
been...
fine.
2 of them were actually returned to their parents. The third one's parents had been killed. Because the babies were being kidnapped by groups of trolls that the hags had under their control. And so the trolls were just told to get the babies, so they did whatever they wanted to whoever wasn't a baby. And that usually meant eating them.
Yeah. Hags wanted to make more hags.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hag's gonna hag.
Yep.
Yeah, I get you.
So, Utopia had...
That's a baby.
Well, no, Utopia doesn't have a baby. They gave the baby, actually, the last baby that didn't have any family left was actually given to one of the other parents who was missing a baby that they didn't find the baby. And so that family adopted the baby that did not have a family to go to. So it was a very sad scene. So where we left off is apparently the only remaining government on Ayla is actually being run by the head of the Great Northern Range, and that is that person is flying into Trask in order to literally meet the group to talk to them about what happened in Ayla and get information directly from them about what they know.
Shit, that's right.
Yeah. So he's supposed to be there. I think it was that evening. Yeah, no, it was the next evening. So you guys were getting prepared. You guys were Utopia was trying to get a date in before that happened. Aeom, you had gone to talk to some of the priests. I remember that. You went to go find the priests and talk to them about that. Val, other than annoying your daughter, what were you doing?
I was talking to, I can't remember her name right now, the wizard lady.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to set up a time to talk to her.
A really weird lizard. No, you actually got to talk to her.
No, I got to talk to her, but she didn't have time to talk right then.
Marissa's
like a lunch date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were trying to have a continental breakfast, and Froggy fucked everything up.
Froggy?
Right.
Froggy!
Oh, yeah!
Yeah!
I fucking forgot about Froggy.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Stabbed a feather into my ass.
Yeah, like, it was the whole thing.
That guy.
Fun,
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot in the Hag's Lair they found a chest that was a lead chest that when they opened it, they discovered was a bag inside of it, and inside the chest there was a bunch of arcane symbols all over it. And they discovered the chest was designed to prevent not only prevent magic from going in and out, but prevent the chest from being divined. So the chest itself couldn't be found. And inside the box, inside the bag, was a big three-eyed frog. And when they got the frog out of the bag, whose hand did it try to bite? Was that you, Aom, or was that...
Did it try to bite you, Aom?
Did it try to bite? I thought it was Sugash.
Was it Sugash?
Yeah.
It tried to bite somebody.
No, I was definitely in the scene.
Yeah.
Like, and I interacted with Froggy a lot because I loved Froggy at first. Froggy was terrible.
He's a devil. It turned out in the end to be a Quasit. It turned out in the end to be a Quasit. And so the Quasit is turned into an absolute. Turned out to be, guess what? An absolute asshole. And and it turns out though the Quasit was bound to the box. So even if you kill the Quasit, it just reformed in the box. Trust me, they killed him a lot. He was a real asshole. So the Quasit ended up bonding with Grompak, who is one of the two orc brothers who is in the party. And Grompak was also not able to get any sleep and was slowly getting sick and dying. So when you guys, that's kind of where you guys were left off at. And for my other 3 people, I know that you, Cassie, and Sam, you guys were talking. Did you guys decide whether your characters knew each other ahead of time?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
How would you describe it, Kat? How did you describe it? You described it pretty well earlier in the week.
Oh gosh, what did I say?
Cussing is allowed, so go ahead.
Something about scary dog privileges? Or
No,
that was my
Em said
wife.
that. Yeah, Em said that.
Scary
no.
dog privileges?
Callie was looking for a guide or got herself in trouble or something, and Drake rescued her, so now she has scary dog privilege.
The super innocent, not very knowing about the world, and then the seeing too much of the bad side of the world, seeing us going, you know what? Everything in this world is going to try to take advantage of this one. No, not on my watch. Fuck it.
I'll do it first. And
Those
Jessica
people can't just let the world just take advantage of this one. She's not going to know better. God damn it.
And Jessica Desdemona is a grave clerk, correct?
Ooh, I like this game.
We are
True and false. Let's go.
all 3 of you are in a town called Trask. Trask is in the Great Northern Range. It's in it's pretty much a little bit farther north of the capital, which is called the Spindle. And the Trask is mainly a mining and lumber outpost, very traditional for this area. But the mines above Trask, in the mountain above Trask, a lot of the veins are played out. But they did just find some veins of exotic ore recently. The biggest problem is the veins of exotic ore can only be reached by going through the existing mines. And the existing mines are, because of the former rulers of this area before the Trask took it over, the existing mines are full of fucking undead. So they put out a call to anyone who could, any heroes that wanted to come out to help rid the mines of undead. And so Drake and Callie, I don't know if you would have answered that call directly, but it is a way to make coin, and it is nearby to where you were. And Desdemona, being a grave clerk, you would definitely make your way there.
Well, money.
Yeah. So the 3 of you are in Trask. You're holed up at the local inn, which is called the Swan. It is a huge, like 4-story tall building. It has an open door. It has an open door instead of actually doors leading into the central part of the inn. The door somehow holds out the cold, and so when you walk through, it's just like walking through into a burst of warm air. In the inn is built around a central lobby that goes all the way up to the 4th floor. It's just open ceiling in the central lobby. To the left, there is the desk where people check in and out. To the right, there is a restaurant and bar. And directly ahead of you, there is a set of elevators that are powered by crystals. There's 2 elevators that go up and down. So you guys probably have only been staying here for a few days. You have been in town, basically trying to get an idea of what the town is like. It was very easy to identify each other as adventurers just by your gear, and the fact that most of the other people who are staying here are merchants. The night before last, a large group of people were admitted into the hotel. They consist of a large number of what looks to be just like townsfolk, refugees and stuff like that. And then there are several people who are obviously adventurers. There's 2 orcs. There is a... I don't know if you know what one is, but there's a half goat man. There's a satyr. And 2 humans. And they're leading a large group of people who apparently they brought in. Word is that they may... The scuttlebutt around the hotel is that they may be from Ayla. And the last news any of you ever heard about the capital was that it was literally on fire, that people had been fleeing it for weeks and weeks, that it was being occupied by some unknown army, and that the country around, the land around the capital was starting to become overrun with all kinds of monsters and strange creatures. So, and I know that Drake, you said that you were originally from the coastal area. So, did you decide whether you're going to be from? You said you're from a smaller town or port city that specialized as a actual shipwright, correct?
Yep.
All right,
that is correct.
So, what would you be interested in that type of news from Ayla? Thank you, Phantom Mist. Really welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. Remember, that means you're entered to win the books.
You would definitely find it an interesting bit of information, because this is areas that he may in the future be traveling through, and hell, anything that burns the Royal Air Force is good news in his eyes. So,
well, from what you've heard, there's talk that there is really nothing left in Ayla. Ayla is the capital, but it isn't the center of the. It is not the center of the military. The military has its own presences in several other bases, and the Elatrian military is actually so organized that in this world, there's not just the 6 planets. There's a bunch of things that are remnants of when the Mist Mother was making the worlds, and these are still very large pieces of objects in floating in space. And
like remote military bases, kind of.
Yes, and they use those as military bases. The biggest problem with that is they basically, if there was anyone who was already living there, they pretty much kicked them off. So they were pretty much establishing forward operating bases from Elatris out. So this is like, it's big news because also the center of the government on Elatris was in that city, the council. Or not the council, but the Senate, and there's no word of who made it out.
That's rather unfortunate. It's one thing for the military force that he absolutely despises, for somewhat good reason, to be injured or destroyed or whatnot, but civilians, a whole capital city, that's a bit worrisome. Not exactly great news, but at the same time, not something that directly affects him, so he tries not to dwell on it too much.
Yeah.
No use worrying about something that doesn't affect you, right?
Yeah, Parliament. I'm sorry, not Senate. So yeah, I mean that is pretty much a very pragmatic way of looking at it. Am I gonna call her Callie or Calivata?
Callie is good.
Callie, okay.
We're going with Callie.
Gotcha. So, and how do you pronounce the whole name, actually?
Calvatea Tassara.
Calvatea. There you go. Calvatea. I know I was saying it wrong. So, for Calvatea, for Callie, how would you characterize, because she's so new, what would she know of the politics on the surface, the politics of the worlds? I mean, she probably does know that there are other worlds out there, because the legend of what happened to Cairo is why your people fled in the first place.
Correct.
And that was well over 100 years ago now. So what is your character's, what is her knowledge of the worlds and everything like that?
So her knowledge would all be like super outdated. So it basically, when they went underground, when their people went underground, they stopped communication. They did not understand that the entirety of everything that they know wasn't under attack. It was just, one isolated incident. So any of her knowledge would be from 100 years ago, 200 years ago, when it happened. So I don't know how much society has changed in that time.
Honestly, on Elatris, it hasn't changed a hell of a lot. Let me amend that. There have been some massive changes, but as for how the governments run and how the societies function and everything like that, not much of that has changed. The main changes are the improvements on like technology due to the blending of magic and technology. Like when her people went underground, mining was still mainly done with manual labor and crude tools. Not crude tools, but like wagons and stuff like that. Now, mining is literally done by constructs that are powered by gems and, directed by intelligent creatures like humans and everything else like that. And very little of it is done like directly by people, swinging a pickaxe and everything like that. And like when she went in, gunpowder was just being a thing. It was still being used mainly for entertainment and fireworks. And now there's like pistols, rifles are common. There's cannons, there's explosives. So those type of advances are definitely massive changes. But when it comes to the actual gubernatorial system and everything like that, that's pretty much where they left it. There's still the parliament. There's still the minister who presides over parliament. And there's still all the different territories, the Great Northern Range, the People of Motion, the Elven Society of Elventree. All those different places are still the same.
Okay. Then, yeah, she'd have a passing knowledge. Just like, okay, this is how it was.
It seems to be the way it is and it's going to be, so there you go.
Yeah. Doesn't it? It's going to do what it's going to do. We're just going to keep rolling with it.
The more things change, the more they stay the same, though. Yep. So,
for Desdemona, go ahead.
Who's doing the labor?
What do you mean the labor?
I mean, who's building things now?
Well,
in this land.
I don't understand exactly what you mean by that. It depends on who you're talking about. If it's if it's a family, then the family would get together and build a house. If it's like something bigger, like if there needed construction for a mine, it would be either the company that owns the mine, or it would be like in the case of the Spindle, the people of the Great Northern Range actually own most of the mines in the Great Northern Range. It's more of a collective.
Excellent. What if something happens in said mine?
The mines make lots of money, so they basically pay for it.
Cool. What about the person? Is his or her family compensated?
Yes. Every single miner is a percentage owner of the mines. And so if he is injured, then he cannot work, and he's injured on the job, then he continues to draw salary.
Groupie.
Until he hits his retirement age.
I just have an issue with the whole, exploitation thing.
It actually was the opposite way around. The mines were originally owned by several controlling, powerful families, and there was a rebellion, a fairly peaceful rebellion, led by an individual from the Great Northern Range themselves, Agom Jagerhorn. They pretty much caused a shut-in, sit-in rebellion that shut the mining systems down with very little violence, and they basically ended up driving the families into a stalemate because the families could no longer make delivery on their ore shipments. These cities were running out of materials for construction and for fuel, and Jagerhorn and their people managed to hold out long enough so they actually forced them to the table, where the owners of the mines, who had been basically paying near slave wages to the miners, and then they tried to bring in scabs to replace those miners, and the miners actually just converted the scabs over to their side, and they basically ended up demanding of the owners. They retained the owners of the original owners of the mine retained 40% ownership of all the mines, so they still own the mines. They still reap massive profits. But the rest of the percentage ownership was turned over to the leaders of the Great Northern Range, of whom Aegom is the minister of the Great Northern Range. And there is a Senate, the parliament there as well. It's based on the same basic system that the Elatran government is based on. And so they basically have, that was about 25 years ago. And ever since then, all new mines that are opened by the government of the Great Northern Range and owned by the government of the Great Northern Range. The mines in Trask were owned by one of those families, but since they have not actually been in production for like 15 or 20 years, and even when they were in production, they were basically pretty much running out of usable product. They were kind of overlooked in the entire situation. So technically, they're owned by the government, but the government hasn't dispatched anyone out, especially because the previous rulers of this area was a necromancer, and he used some of the mines for his own purposes, for storing some of his forces, and he attempted to create an army to take over the Great Northern Range, and was thwarted by the Trasks. And basically, the problem was, after he was killed, a lot of the things he animated are still in the mine. So it makes it very.
I know where I want to go play.
Yes, and that's why the Trasks have been putting out the call, because the Trasks, as a group of adventurers, did go into the mines. One of them made it out alive, telling stories of what he was a dwarf, what he described as the biggest mithril deposit he had ever witnessed.
For real?
That's a story.
Where that?
Huh? It's in the mines.
Oh, which one?
That's just it. He was also pretty much stark raving mad.
It happens.
So.
Okay.
So
I need to go to Crazy Mine.
So you guys are sitting there, and when Utopia, Val, and Aeom, when we left you guys off, after Aeom got stabbed in the ass.
That's right.
The sorceress showed up. I remember she was there at the hotel. She spoke to you for a few moments, Valentine. Her name was Marissa Darastivia.
Yep.
And
just found the name in my notes.
Yeah, and she told you that she would be able to make time for you later. I remember that.
Yes.
And but she also was there to inform you that Lord Trask was summoning you that evening.
Yeah.
And that you were supposed to greet the minister who was coming in from Spindle. And I'm pretty sure she also told you that minister is Jagerhorn.
I don't remember that.
I could have sworn that I told you that.
I know you told us that the minister was coming, but
yeah,
I don't remember the name.
Okay, but the minister is coming, which basically means he's the leader of Spindle. And as far as you know, there are 6 separate nations that make up Elatras, and of those 6, the 2 most powerful are the Great Northern Range and the People of Motion, which is where the capital is, in the Great Sea, the Sea of Grass. And so this is the second largest governmental system and the second most powerful region. So if this situation is what it appears to be, and the main government is falling apart, then this would be the nearest thing that Elatras has to a governing body at this point.
Gotcha.
So, and the leader of that governing body is coming to talk to you guys.
Well, isn't that special? Aren't we special?
So
Tired of being special.
I know you just want to go on your date, and that's fine.
just
I mean,
wanna
I
go
want
on
you.
my
I want
date.
you to go on your date. It's fine. Can I? Do you need me to come and play some loot for a little
Aeom
bit?
throws the
Let's set
wine bottle
mood.
across the room. Val, no.
Hey, it's okay.
Sugash kind of growls at you, Aeom, is like, that was good wine.
That's fine. You'll find the winter wine at some point. Whatever.
There's no such thing as winter wine. It's
How am
about
I
what
supposed
the
to know?
What about
There
the
is
It's not
winter?
what the
thing as
main
winter
entree
wine.
is.
Do they go with the
I've had-
winter guard?
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
Well,
You're
no.
never gonna let that
We
go.
found the summer guard.
just
They
a
were at the
permanent
bottom of
joke.
the water.
It's okay. I pat.
I
You
gotta
told me
go.
on his
I
shoulder.
gotta go. Our
It's
time
okay.
got cut short again, so I gotta
Hey.
go.
Go
Aeom
get
walks
ready.
up to
Go get
Val
ready.
and is just like holding him, just like,
I'm not going, Aeom. I'm
Good.
not going. I'm not going.
she'll make the right decisions.
I know
Smart.
she will. I know she will.
That's
And I will,
that's
without
not true.
provocation whatsoever, I'm just gonna give Aeom a hug.
Oh.
Just-
Oh.
Aeom, like, is standing, arms at his side, and just starts crying.
Oh no! He had a very hard morning.
He had a very hard morning.
And I know you've
Extremely
had a
hard.
hard time of it, and I just want you to know I'm here.
You're not supposed to know.
It's. I mean, it's obvious. It's written all over you, buddy.
Sugash is kind of walking up, and he looks at you, and he's like, "How are we supposed to not know you're crying?"
I'm better at this.
And
Usually.
I release.
I don't know if you want to
I
be
put my-
better at crying.
I don't think that. I lower myself to where like we're at eye level. This isn't something that you should have to be better at. You're allowed to feel things.
I agree with the bard.
Feeling things is important.
It's very important.
But
It's the only way we can heal.
Sugash looks at you and says, "I am full of emotion."
yeah, it's hard.
I know. I'm not gonna ask you to talk about it if you don't want to, but I am gonna let you know that I'm here if you want to. It's up to you.
About this time, Grandpa comes striding in from outside, and he says, "Brother, I need to speak to you." And Sugash is like, "I am standing right here, brother." And Grandpa says, "I need to speak to you alone." And Sugash says, "I will be back." And he turns and he starts walking over, and Grandpa kind of like grabs him by the arm and almost halfway drags him outside.
Oh.
Aeom
Val
pins
raises an
Val against the
eyebrow.
wall.
Pins Val against the wall.
Oh my god.
So,
Standing here.
Callie, Drake, and Desdemona. You guys are downstairs in the lobby. Part of the stay here, which was actually fairly freaking expensive for an inn, was that all meals are provided with the room. So you're down here basically getting breakfast. And breakfast is done in a buffet style. So you're kind of like going through the buffet, and you see there's little kids all over the place. They've taken to throwing rocks at each other that they apparently brought from outside, and you quickly notice that they're actually aligned in skirmish formations, and they've kind of barricaded like tables and chairs on either side to form like palisades, and they're literally having a minor war in the lobby. You see one of the guests is like one of the bellhops is like, "Come on, guys, calm down. No, I don't care if you have the flank. Calm down. You're not allowed to throw rocks inside the ow."
Oh, I want to join.
I wouldn't.
Why? It looks like so much fun.
See, it looks like fun. Trust me, though.
A young blonde
Any
woman
moment
comes
now,
walking
one of
out
their
of the
parents-
elevators. And she's
going
like,
to walk in and drag
"That's
them off their
enough!" And all the kids like freeze, and one of them goes, "Oh shit, it's Camille."
See.
And the other kids look around. You see them all. They're like they drop their hands to the side, and they put their hands behind their back, and they're all like slowly like dropping rocks out of their hands on the floor behind them on the ground.
Busted.
A couple of them, like a couple of the younger ones, like the 4 and 5-year-olds, they just fucking start booking it for the elevator. And Camille's like, "I know where you sleep," as they run by. And she says,
Scatter!
she's like, "Pick up all the rocks, take them outside, go up to your room, stand in as many corners as you can find, and then stack up when you run out of corners. And think about what you've done. And now I'm going to go find out what you've done and how much it's going to cost."
Mom power, y'all.
She looks
like
about
Camille.
she looks like about 19 years old.
Since Camille just came down the stairs, I'm gonna head straight to her, just ignoring the complete chaos.
Oh no, you were like headed upstairs. You already went in the elevator up. So like you basically passed each other.
The stairs, actually.
Huh? Oh, you taking the stairs?
Oh my god.
Oh, you can be like halfway up the stairs and you hear Camille screaming from the lobby.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, just stop and be like, "Oh shit!" and like almost fall down the stairs
Because she came down the
A little
elevator.
bit.
And she's like, "And no one climb on top of the elevator."
I'm gonna try that later.
I wouldn't.
I get off the elevator.
Camille's kind of standing relatively close to where you guys are, and she looks. When you say, "I'm going to try that later," she looks over you. It's kind of fun, actually.
See, others have done it.
So the kids are all like kind of piling up. She's like kind of milling them around. She's like, "No one try and escape." She's like, "Grandpa and Sugash haven't eaten yet, and they still can." You see, she's like every now and then one of them just tries to slip away, and you see her grab an ear and drag them back into the pack.
See, I told you she'd grab the ears.
Why ears? They're so
Nerve.
short already.
It's like simple. Because it hurts. And it teaches them a lesson.
She's escorting them all. She gets them all into the elevator. And she says, "If you give them any trouble, I have authorized my father to throw you off the balcony." It's
Oh
like,
my.
Hopefully
And
they're thinking the third or fourth. They'll just bounce off the second.
the elevator's closed, and you see the elevator goes up. It gets to the 4th floor, and all you hear because the 4th floor's got an open balcony, right? All you hear is a bunch of kids screaming and foot stomps rubbing off in multiple directions when they hit that level. And you hear a man's voice going, "Damn it, my hip!"
Oh, that's not good.
Camille's walking back towards the breakfast buffet, and then as a voice booms out, her shoulders kind of slump. And she looks around. Utopia, by this time you're coming down the stairs. Camille looks over at you, and she says, "I know you took oaths and stuff, but you couldn't just kill a couple of them?"
Children?
I mean, don't think of them as children. Think of them as future delinquents.
Do you want to break?
Huh? No, because if you break them, then we just have to drag them around because they're all crippled and stuff.
No, not them. You. Do you want to break some time for recreation? Leisure. Well, recreation sounds suggestive. I mean, leisure time.
Why is recreation suggestive? What type of recreation? Wait, what type of recreation are you talking about?
We've been.
Wait. Do I need clothes? Or are they
Justin Bonner
optional?
checks her out.
For
This checks who out?
Which one?
Oh, Utopia.
Yeah.
Describe Utopia.
Okay.
Especially with the flustered face she has right now.
I was gonna make a media reference, but I don't know if it's gonna. Y'all are older than me.
That hit right to the heart.
Like She-Ra.
Yeah.
Yes, I know She-Ra.
Have y'all seen No, I didn't.
The
mean
new She-Ra.
Like, y'all, I meant like Ray.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I watched the new animated series. I loved it.
Okay, bet. So
The original and the new one.
So I'm starting to
Snapper?
watch like the older one. Very similar to like Scorpia in like build and demeanor and everything. She's a big buff lesbian, but she has a little bit darker skin and wears her hair in braids, and her house colors is like mostly dark shades of blue instead of like the red color palette. But she's
got it.
Yeah, she's well, she doesn't have like the lobster claws. So sad. But yeah, generally like a reference would be Scorpia. I love her so much. Yeah, I think in her character sheet she's like 6'8" or 6'9".
Mm-hmm.
Super duper tall. Yeah.
Can we just describe characters via media now? That's the thing. Okay.
I mean, like, I feel like that's the best. She's like, she's big and goofy, but she's also like dumb and sweet. And
just all my characters described via My Little Pony.
Oh yes, I call Pinkie Pie.
Yes. I call
Sphinx.
Lena Warrior Princess.
Sphinx, why don't you describe Val real quick, Sphinx?
Yeah.
In excruciating detail, please.
Yeah,
and just looking at the screen and saying sexy is not going to cut it.
Aom is feeling your chest right now.
Platonically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Platonically, with a lot of individual finger movements.
He is indeed daddy. I mean,
so Val is tallish, around like 6'1".
That's
Of
cute.
course, like dark, kind of like mocha skin. Think Hardison from Leverage,
Okay.
Age of the Geek.
Yep.
But with dreads. He usually wears them like tied back and kind of like a half ponytail, and the rest of it just kind of hangs down.
I choose to picture another guy with dreads instead because he's way hotter.
Sure.
What? Nobody is hotter than Sphinx.
I was literally gonna say, just look at him. He's right there.
Yeah,
He's
no,
right there looking good. He's looking good.
I think she meant then the person that Sphinx used from Leverage.
We
Yeah.
don't need a buffet. He's right there.
Yeah, I know.
Right there.
Right there.
I was gonna
Right
picture
there.
Sphinx's
Like, get in
character
line.
as Sphinx. He's
Get
cute.
in line.
We're
Okay,
violently
then-
over supportive.
Then I appreciate that. Wow. Then just think me. In
I mean, that counts. I think. I hope.
kind of a in darker colors, especially recently. Kind of a
You have a tan, got it.
dark red kind of shirt, with the shirt and vest kind of combo, kind of black leather pants, black boots, and a red leather duster.
You said leather. That's all I need.
Red leather. Alright.
That likes leather.
Right.
Leather's good. Leather's good.
Yeah, leather's hot. Shut up.
Yeah, very kind, very gentle face. Very much a
In this tutorial,
like at the moment, like as he's being pinned to the wall by Aeon, like very much amused at like, everything that's happening right now.
We're in the same room, right? Sorry, Ray. I want to get context. We're in the same room at this point, right?
Remember, in the downstairs, it's like the main lobby area is vaulted all the way to the ceiling. Okay, 4 stories up, and then underneath, to the left, as you come in the doors, which face the elevator across the way, to the left there is the desk where the concierge is and everything like that, and behind the desk, of course, administrative offices. To the right, there is this is the right of the lobby itself. There is the restaurant and bar area, which behind that is the kitchen, and then all the rooms are above those levels. And so, yeah, you're kind of but the entire area is kind of just an open area.
Open area.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what I thought,
there's
too.
pillars and everything around, but that's about it.
Okay.
And like I'd say, laying next to him is a nice-ish. It's seen some love and some travel. A loot case.
Excellent. And Aom?
Aom is like a 5'0" satyr, but he has like ibex horns. So if you're familiar with ibexes, like long curving horns that go behind his head, and that sort of makes his height like around like 5'9" at highest. And he has his hand on. He's dressed in like rags, like very much like minimalist, like a wrap around his chest, and a vest, and just like capris as like pants. And then of course he is a satyr, so he has hooves and he has horns. And he is currently pinning Val to the wall by like one hand on the chest. I don't think that this is actually like immobilizing Val. This is more of just a like light press on the wall. And he's just staring into Val's eyes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Perfect.
Now let's go to our new people. Callie, would you care to describe yourself?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. All right. Callie is a little bit taller. Upper fives, maybe 6-ish feet, maybe. She's a little tall, very, very skinny. Like, she looks like she's been malnourished. She looks like she's been living in, like, underground for a while. She's got like a black bodysuit on, with a green sweater that's way too big for her, and a scarf, and she's carrying with her a long staff. It kind of looks like a snake, and with her long white blonde hair, it's a little tangled. She's really dirty, but she's just got gigantic eyes, just staring around at everything. Like she can't get enough of what she's seeing. Like a pale jade green, almost glowing.
Excellent. And Sam, did you care to describe Drake?
Let's see. So if we're going off figures in Meteor as such, first thing that comes to mind look-wise is a mixture between the, of course, Treasure Planet Jim Hawkins, but also Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Just about 6'1", 6'2", sandy blonde hair. The only thing that stands out is he's got these blue-green eyes that seem a bit off. Ever so slightly, like, not so much glowing, but they don't seem to have they seem to have a little bit more life to them than they should.
Gotcha. So, and finally, Desdemona.
Well, I'd say China, but I don't know if this group would understand the reference. At
China
least
from
one.
WWE?
Yeah, like, oh yes, like the wrestler China.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all have met her, but she is badass.
I've
believe it.
watched her on television. I've not ever met her.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. She really is.
Was.
Apparently
She's
I've
passed.
Was. She passed?
Yes.
The fuck? I didn't know that.
Several years ago.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wait, I remember that. Yeah.
Why? How?
Sad things that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah.
I am
Fair
depressed
enough.
now. Okay, Desdemona is even more depressed.
Oh no.
But-
All right.
Okay, China, yeah, when, I don't know if y'all saw when that mofo busted her implant and she still womped on him. There we go. Mental image of Desdemona.
Except Desdemona is what race?
I'll be back.
A half orc.
Which means what color is her skin?
Key lime pie-ish.
So bright green.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you have partial tusks.
I do.
So.
Yeah, there we go. That color. It's
Yep.
a sprite.
And how tall are you?
On 5'10".
No.
Yes.
How tall is your character, Desdemona?
Oh, sorry.
Damn it!
I was like, wait a minute.
That's
Shortest half orc ever.
I would know. I was gonna say it's a
No,
small half
no.
orc.
Sorry. It confused me. You asked how
That's
tall
okay.
I am.
Am I the only person under 6 feet now? God damn.
Yes,
No, I'm under 6 feet.
5'11". There, you have one 5 foot something.
I'm
friend.
5'10". I'm under 6 feet.
All right.
No,
Desdemona is my actual Drake's height, which is 6'5".
Okay. All right.
Yes, Utopia is still the tallest.
Awful tall.
Hey, goals.
Hashtag goals.
Chicks, go for
All right.
it, girl.
So, now we kind of all know what each other's looks like. So, Camille is still standing there looking at Utopia, and she's kind of got like a half grin as she's watching you splutter. So go ahead.
Okay. Just how you know what? How would you just forget I said anything? And I could just start over. Would you like some time away from the kids doing something else that's like relaxing and fun?
Sure.
Yes.
What'd you have in mind?
Okay. Well, we've been summoned to meet whoever for the trillionth time. I moved my plans. I wanted this to be in the evening because that's what you're supposed to do. But would you like to go to a restaurant with me somewhere close, because we have to run again? But just us and no magic or explosions or anything.
Val
Just
moves
food.
closer to Aeon.
How exactly can you guarantee me no explosions? Exactly. I'm just trying to get a bearing on what precautions we're taking here.
I mean, I feel like it would be rude to bring the shield and the hammer to a restaurant.
So, I've been traveling with you guys for what? 4 days? 5 days? Maybe 6. How many times have I almost died? How many times have you almost died?
You could just
How
say
many times
no.
has Val almost died?
Aeom looks
And
over
didn't
his shoulder,
Sugash
takes the
actually
hammer.
die?
Only a little.
So,
Take the hammer. Just take the hammer.
yeah, I think we should take the hammer.
Okay.
It's fine, sweetheart. Take the hammer.
Okay. I just.
And I
So
give
what
like,
you're
like the
supposed
supportive
to do-
dad like thumbs up.
Oh shit!
that what
Thank
you're
you, Admiral Redbeard. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry you had to cancel your Elden Ring subscriptions. You didn't have to.
Fine, he asked for Horizon Zero Dawn. Or whatever. I don't know what it's called. The one with the red head.
Horizon Zero, yeah. Thank you so much for that. That's amazing. I should turn the sound off on that. All right, so the she kind of looks at you and she says, "Look, let's just be safe. I don't think anyone will mind you walking around in your armor and carrying a hammer.
Okay.
And even if they do, what are they going to say? Are they going to tell the heroes of the day?"
Damn, she looks hot. Sorry.
I mean, he's not wrong.
So I tell you that we need to hurry, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm covered in child, and I hate that.
Okay.
So why don't you go change into your gear, and I'll go change into something that doesn't smell like grubby little hands.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll meet you back down here.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right. She's like,
Utopia!
And you should probably
Utopia!
just take a couple of deep breaths and relax. Everything's gonna be fine. You were less nervous when the trolls were trying to eat you.
Well, I know how to deal with that.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
another thing
absolutely
trying to kill
adorable
me.
to watch.
Oh.
I don't understand what's so weird about going to breakfast with someone.
She's young and naive.
Leave me alone. You're like a year older than me.
Probably because she likes her.
So
And
Camille
sure have she
Camille
liked
starts
her
walking away, and she's humming as she walks away, and you notice without a doubt that she has gone from her purposeful stride with her arms swinging at her side to sashaying.
And Val leans over to Aeon. And we have liftoff.
You didn't have to say a thing.
I just felt like I had to acknowledge this is a special moment. I had to
See that,
acknowledge
Cav?
I
But
can
just
hear
witness.
See the way she's walking? No one
Yeah.
walks like that accidentally. That's done on
No,
purpose.
you
She's
should.
trying to get her attention.
Mind
Rocks
you,
in her butt.
so you.
He actually slipped out his
reaction.
so,
Not being fair.
I mean, so I'm assuming Camille's gonna
Like,
take
up
the stairs.
No, she took the elevator.
Okay, perfect. Because I was gonna say if she's taking the stairs, Utopia's like gonna take the stairs, literally staring at her feet because out of respect. But yeah, so Utopia's gonna bolt up the stairs.
Wait, she has rocks up her butt?
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, if you ever sat on like gravel, sometimes it goes down your pants and you gotta kind of shake it loose.
Is that why she's walking like that, y'all?
I
No,
thought
I don't think so.
No, that's
No.
not why at all.
So, Aeom and Sphinx, you suddenly realize you're talking to 3 complete strangers.
Oh, right. You're
Hey.
hi, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
As that happens, Aeom leans into Val. Watch out for Jaegerhorn.
Oh, be careful with Jaeger, y'all. Just trust
All
me.
Aeom says as he turns around. Hi.
Jaeger is
Hi.
really bad for
Greetings.
you.
So
Oh no.
I feel like we're the hotel's welcoming committee. I'm Aeom. We have recently procured this entire establishment for the use of a town. You are?
You own this place?
Well, no, we just happen to be renting almost the entire thing.
Cool. So we owe you rent?
No, not us. You still paid the
Oh, all right.
The-
Groovy.
hotel.
And-
I'm Valestein, by the way. You can call me Val for short.
Cool. Yo, Val. That's
Aeom.
Ramona. That's your daughter that went up there?
Adopted daughter, but yes, yeah, that's my kid.
I don't judge, man.
She's
I have
oblivious.
I have a dwarf parent, so you know, adoption.
And for the first time, Val notices what she is and kind of like pauses for a moment, and like his eyes just kind of go wide, but it's not like fear. There's almost like a wistfulness in his eyes, like, oh.
Y'all calm down. I am a half orc. I won't eat you. I promise.
No. I'm sorry. You remind me of someone.
Aeom takes notice of that.
That I won't eat you?
No.
You hear a grumbly, gravelly voice say, "Why would you eat him? He's so skinny."
That's exactly.
I
what
am a snack, sir. I don't know what
He's
you're
a
referring.
solid twunk.
Absolute. you hear Sugash says, "Absolute snack. I would take a bite and not remember you were there 20 minutes later."
Aeom turns around with malice in his eyes.
fucking god!
Oh, he's like those.
Grandpa comes up and literally puts his hand around Shugash's face and covers his mouth. "We have something important to say, and my brother is, as always, drunk." And he kind of pulls Sugash back.
Something
It's
really
so
To be
early.
worse, I've seen worse drunks, so it's not that bad.
No,
he's
there
not.
is something
He's
that needed
only
to be
started.
said. What needed to be said, Sugash?
Sugash
Aeom
is.
is
this your
still
dad?
drunk. Aeom has pounded Aeom.
I know.
And he's like 5'0" and like 2
And
pounds.
and
so like he's
Val at this
washed.
point reaches over with both hands on Aeom's shoulders to steady him. It's like
Grandpa looks over, and by the way, Grandpa is, what was he, 6'10" or something like that?
something like that.
6'10", dressed in armor. He's got a huge halberd strap. No, he doesn't have his halberd with him. He has. I think he had a
right?
battle axe. His halberd's still getting repaired. Grandpa says, "We are going to have to part ways."
I'm sorry?
He says, "We received a message that has apparently been tracking us.
That's called a parcel. People track you all the time.
There is apparently a problem home.
Can I hand
go
Aeon
home.
some water?
I mean, home's sometimes terrible. Who knows?
I'm gonna hand Aeon
Water?
water. Just drink this, honey. You'll be okay.
Aom's like holding the water and like settling into Val's hands. No.
Sugash is still standing in front of Grandpa with his hand in his mouth, but Sugash like reaches out and takes that water from Aom's hands and puts the wine bottle in his hands and then sets the water down on the table.
Aom chugs the rest of whatever is left in that bottle. I'm a roll Constitution.
Oh boy!
Is
Oh boy!
Is your girlfriend
Sorry, what?
Val?
What?
Is your, I mean, Aeon, is Aeon okay?
Oh no! So he's my friend, not boyfriend.
Well, he was-
girlfriend.
He was grabbing your chest. I mean,
He
Grabbing
was
his titties.
he was holding me.
Sugash manages to
Being
pull down
embarrassed
Grandpa's
like
hand for just a moment, and he's like, he's very touchy-feely.
Well, I suppose
Okay.
it's better to be touchy-feely than shanky-stabby.
Aom
Grandpa
punches-
actually chuckles a little bit, and then he says, but we are going to have to leave.
Aom punches
everything
Sugash
okay
in the
at home?
mouth.
Grandpa's like, ow! Sugash is like,
You punched his face into it. You punched his hand into his mouth. Who took
I know.
that damage? The
Nothing
hand
hit.
or him?
the hand.
I don't think I hit.
Aom.
So
no, I don't think so.
Ooh.
Hey,
Maybe I spoke too soon.
and Grandpa's like, just stop the violence for just a second. Not
I
that
will do my best to hold Aeon back. Like, dude, what? I know you're upset, but like, just take a moment. Please.
Aom sits there and like breathes. Okay,
Thanks.
a
Grandpa's-
moment. You only get a moment though.
Grandpa kind
Okay.
of looks at you all, and he's kind of like, literally, he goes down in one knee so he can look up at Aom in the eyes, and he says, and he looks at Aom and he's like, I know that you are not in your right mind, but you do, at your heart, understand that if there was not a need, we would not be leaving.
Fuck you, Grandpa.
And I know you know what need is.
I'm just gently rubbing Aeon's shoulders.
Oh, his hair.
If
You
we can
doing-
find our way back, we will. We know where
Don't
you're
lie to
headed.
me.
How?
Don't lie to me.
And at this point, Grandpa stands up and he says, "Little man, I have never lied to you."
I just stare at Grandpa and then Sugash. How bad is it?
It's bad enough that we have to leave, even though your witch has told us to stay.
Bounty hunters?
No. What? He looks over you and he's like, "Oh, sister." And he nods. And he says, "No, nothing as mundane as that."
You mean to watch over him?
And he looks at you and he says, "No offense, sister, but I don't know you."
Her name is Desdemona.
And he
That makes it
he kind of looks at you and he nods and goes, "Grandpa." And he's still holding Sugash by the mouth and he just turns his head to face you. Sugash.
So,
I hope that bell never stops ringing in your head.
There's a bell? I don't have a bell.
I don't think that's the ringing he's talking about.
He said bell. Bell
I
in the-
will release one of Aeon's arms, and I will very gently, but very in a very brotherly way, if I can, put that hand onto Grandpa's arm.
Mm-hmm.
You both be safe.
It says, we will. He says, as soon as I can, I'll get word to you.
You better.
You better.
He says, may the ancestors watch over you.
And may the Mist Mother watch over you.
May the light guide you.
Wait a minute.
And the grandpa, like, kind of half dragging Sugash, kind of like, starts heading out, and he's like, he seems to be having to herd Sugash to keep him ahead of him, but he manages to get Sugash out the door.
I turn back to Aeom. You alright, buddy?
Aeom punches Val in the chest.
Nice.
What is it with you punching people? What did I do?
You've lost people, right?
More than I care to.
Why do you let them go?
Because I love them. And if I love them, I hope that they find their way back.
Shouldn't that mean you hold on tighter than you possibly can? Why would you want them to leave?
I don't. But holding on to them would be selfish.
Why can't I
And
be
it would hurt them.
selfish?
Because while it might benefit you, in the end, it'll hurt them. And the last thing you want is for that hurt to come back around at you.
Aeom is like weeping into Val's chest. He's
I
tough. He can take it.
But what can you?
But clearly not. And he just drops the rest of the bottle of wine on the floor.
Is it possible to do a sleight of hand, just quickly just reach down and grab that before it hits?
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or better yet, just if it's well enough, just with the boot, just catch it on the bottom of the boot.
Balance it there. Go right ahead.
Nice.
So what is my sleight of hand?
It's a number
Also,
on
sorry,
your
Val,
character
I did
sheet.
actually punch you, so I am going to do damage.
So that's
Okay.
Take 4
7
damage.
plus an 11, so 18?
Ouch.
Oh yeah, no, you catch it on your boot, balancing the bottle
Nice.
without tipping it over.
Just bring it in, just kind of like kick it up, catch it.
Mhm.
Huh. That'd be a good waste.
Oh, yeah.
Pop it on the
right
table
man.
and just lean back.
Callie sees Val petting Aeom, and she's just gonna like reach over and start like petting his leg.
Aeom's like?
Yes.
Aeom looks down. Sorry.
You're very fuzzy. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Have you
Comes
never
with
met a
the
satyr
species.
before?
No, I've heard stories.
Oh.
They're not wrong. Short, full of passion. Hates anybody that leaves forever. Wait, that's not in the stories.
That's
I
not.
heard stories.
To be
Oh,
fair,
I'm sorry. I'm Callie.
Hi, Callie.
Hi,
Aeom.
Kelly. Nice to meet you.
Nice
to
to
be
meet
fair, to be fair, I think the only satyr I've ever met was trying to impale me. So
How
I think
so?
With what?
And Aeom is just like spins back around. How so?
Ah,
And just falls on the ground.
I will reach down and pick Aeom up. Please forgive my friend. He's kind of going through a lot today.
I didn't
remorse.
get
lot.
impaled.
Period.
I can see, I can tell, I can read remorse like a child reads a book.
Yeah. His first loss. It can be rough.
Ish.
I
It
lost
is-
a fucking planet. You lose a planet?
It's not lost yet. It's not lost yet.
I lost a
You're the
planet.
nice guy, Val. You find
Wait,
it
there's-
nice guy.
There's another one? They took out another one?
No, Tyrell's just the punching bag of the whole universe.
Wait, it still exists?
Yeah?
it still
Yeah.
exists.
What a frozen pile of crap that is.
Hey. That frozen pile of crap is your home, friend.
You're funny.
Hey,
Well,
at least you don't
somebody's
have
gotta make us laugh.
everyone in your home where people want to stab you or put a round through your head.
No, they just
No, that's
want
my
to make
home.
sure that you accomplish every possible task put to you. They send your master to set up a new monastery. They send you to guard the scrolls that keep all of history, and you fail. You fail because you're bad.
You're not
Great
bad.
you.
Everyone makes mistakes.
You're
Yeah.
still
The difference
alive,
is
though.
whether you let that keep you down or you get back up afterwards.
Yeah, you
The
have
only
to
way you
keep
can move
moving.
forward in life is not only accepting that people may forgive you, but forgiving yourself for fucking up too. Otherwise, it's always a deep dive.
Oh,
Not a
And-
good
and
one either.
And
Aeon
I
stares at Drake, and like there's a bit of a light in his eyes.
see, and if there's anyone I know that can pull themselves up again and again and again and again, it's you, buddy. You've literally slapped people back into shape. I would not recommend doing that to yourself. That'd be awkward. But, you know, I've watched you.
Thank you
Bring
very
people
much
up.
to the Cantrip Cast for rating us.
Ooh,
We love you guys very much.
Hi.
Ooh.
Hi, guys.
And
People I know.
we're-
Holy cow!
Yep.
Jeez.
Hi guys. Thank you almost to the follows. Thank you very much for. I can't read them that fast.
That's a lot, yeah.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
maybe-
Hi guys. Thank you so much for the raid. It's going to be a lot of buzzing right now. So,
I need to get glasses to try and read that.
it's
much.
going to go by really
going
fast.
fast.
It's gonna go by real quickly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's going to be lots of X-Files sounds. And thank you all very much for the follows. Remember, by following us, you're automatically entered to win this set of books, which we're going to be giving away when we hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. It's the D&D Core box set with the foil covers. Comes in that slip sleeve, and it has that DM's guide with it. We're giving that away when we hit 1,000. Or if you go to our link tree, which I'll post in just a second, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube so we can brand our channel, and we're only 2 away. So once we get to 100 followers, we're going to be doing a giveaway for the same set of books on our YouTube channel. I will put the link tree in chat right now. There you go. So if you guys want to go follow on or subscribe over on YouTube, we're 2 away, and once we get those last 2, we will be getting ready to do the drawing for that set of books. All right. So thank you everyone for following. That's amazing so much. So anyway, there you guys are sitting down there. Desdemona,
Yeah.
it occurs to you that he's very, of course, drunk.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I was thinking about, patting his knee, but I would want his okay first.
And what are you going to do when you pat his knee?
It's a sobering effect.
Are you saying you're casting Lesser Restoration?
Yes, I would be.
Okay. So go ahead, and you were asking him, not me. So
Yeah, so you shut up because I'm asking him.
That is absolutely consensual, mostly because Aeon does not realize what you're about to do to him.
Yeah, I figured as much, but
I appreciate you asking. That's very nice.
of
Thank you.
course, before you do it, Val, is he gonna get mad if I sober him up a little?
I think he probably needs it, and I think he
Word.
probably knows that he needs it, and
Yeah.
I think he might be a little frosty at first, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I've been through this. I've seen others go through this. It's not easy to lose people,
Yeah.
and it's really not easy when people choose to.
and Admiral
Walk
Redbeard
their
revealed
path.
hydrate.
Okay.
You definitely don't have to tell me
I've
that.
not stopped hydrating. I'm sorry.
Maybe you should not.
No.
Technically, it's alcohol, so he's not really doing much to
It's
hydrate
not
himself.
actually
I
hydrating.
think that'd be what's called
I'll have the
hydrating.
Oh, good lord! Now,
we're
Not you too.
now they're competing for the hydrates.
They teamed up.
Thank God we're gonna go on break soon. I'm gonna need it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I need coffee.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
do you go ahead and cast it then?
Mm-hmm.
Aeom, are you trying to resist? Oh, whoa. Oh, sorry. Here comes the subscriptions from YouTube.
you mind physical attention? You just seem like you need a hug, sweetie.
I do.
So, and we're gonna let the restoration
As the hug is happening, Aeom has made is full eye contact with Drake, and just says, "You've felt pain before. Wow. Oh, sorry. Hi."
Well, what I was gonna say is, would Aeom be resistant if he felt a spell effect coming over him?
No.
Okay. Got it. So yeah, you suddenly are absolutely stone sober.
That's
then getting a
posture
hug.
check.
And probably not hungover either. So
Nope.
Oh,
it takes
God,
away all
that's
effects.
Amazing.
Where
Yeah.
were you when I
Can I get
was
that?
drinking?
Yeah. I need that IRL.
No,
That's why we play a fantasy game, so we can do stuff like that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I can't drink at all anymore.
Aeom's still looking at Drake, but has after saying those couple of words, just lets off, but is still looking directly at Drake.
Another hydrate.
Oh my gosh.
I'm almost out.
I'm trying to get places.
Well, we're gonna go on break soon.
I was gonna get a beer on break,
I
but
need
now
to
I'm
go on
scared
break
to.
soon, 'cause
All right, so how do you react when you're suddenly sober?
And getting a really tight hug.
So, who the hell are you?
I'm Callie.
Aeom hears all the names at once. Now, are you like a hive mind, or?
Yes. Yes, we are.
No.
Is that a thing?
So.
That's
Depends on who you ask.
And Aeom just laughs at Val. Wow, that must feel so similar.
Well, having multiple, it's weird. I mean, I'm used to my quarry, but the new entity is definitely taking some getting used to.
Wait, you hunt your head mind?
What?
You hunt your mind? You said
No,
quarry.
no, quarry. Sorry. I'm a Kalishtar. Have you heard of us?
I don't think so.
We have. There's more than one soul inside me. There's
Oh, that must
me,
be crowded.
and then there's another soul, and more recently, the possibility of a third. We won't get into that. It's weird. But yes, I have a second soul inside me that I can communicate with.
So you'd never be alone.
No, she's great company.
Y'all get along?
Oh yes, absolutely. We occasionally disagree, but I mean, we never not get along. I've known her all my life.
You know, that would make mental communications interesting.
Yes.
But then again, psionic links get interesting, as is.
Psionic links are always interesting.
And you have a third one now.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where that one came from. That one's a more recent addition. It's
Do you take
very... What?
medication?
No, and I snap my fingers and my eyes go black.
Oh my. Wait, no. It's
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
His posture
And
didn't
my
change.
eyes are fine again.
If he was any threat, you would have seen his posture change. Change of stance, change in shoulders.
My javelin would have yelled. I have a
Yeah, but-
javelin that will warn me.
The javelin's alive.
Yeah?
My rapier is also kind of alive. So that...
so's my staff.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to have warning.
Nice.
I
Mine
mean,
doesn't speak though.
Yeah, same.
yeah. Well, mine just yells at me Well, I mean, it cusses in Dwarvish, but, you know, that's its own thing.
Mine just beeps very, very, or screams very loud at me.
Sorry, Rob, what was that?
I speak Dwarvish.
I do not.
Neither do I. But
So-
my javelin cusses in it.
About
But
this
you said
time,
you were raised
Camille
by dwarves.
is coming off the elevator.
Yes, I was.
That you never learned to
She's dressed in
deliberate.
pants and a blouse, and she comes striding over to the table, and she looks at Val and looks at Aom, and she
Hey,
says,
Camille.
she says, "Hi." She says, "Where's Utopia's not down yet?"
No, she hadn't come back down yet. So,
She's
Something
helpless if
about
I don't help her with the armor.
where you two headed off to?
I have
Val.
no idea.
Val.
What? I can be curious. I'm her
Curiosity is
father.
great.
That's a
That's
really
not
lovely shirt.
Thank you very much.
It's very lovely.
Yeah, Utopia got it for me. She said I didn't have enough clothes.
Oh, that's very sweet of her.
I mean, is it though?
Yes. Yes,
I mean,
Aom,
it
it
has-
is.
Okay, Utopia's gonna come clunking down the stairs because she's in full plate armor.
Like, all I'm gonna say is, if with the conversation I heard earlier, I don't think anyone has anything to fear. At least I should hope not. Something about constantly getting in near-death situations but surviving.
That's kind of
Camille kind of
Summer
smiles
child.
and she says, "They have a knack for surviving."
We kind of do.
And they kind
That
of
sounds
take they took the rest of us along for the ride, so
Well, it was either that or leave you there. We couldn't do that. That wouldn't have flown.
yeah, I don't think there was anything much of Ayla left.
See,
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I can speak to that degree of things, but that sound familiar to you at all, Cav?
No, it was burning. There was fire, I think. Maybe?
there were fire. There were demons.
There were
There was a
dragons.
lot. There were dragons. yeah.
Dragons. I've
Camille
always wanted
gets-
to meet a dragon.
Camille kind of
And
gets a
missed out
haunted
on a
look.
party.
Camille gets a haunted look in her eyes, and she says, "There was things there that were much worse."
Oh.
Sphinx's eyes go black without his control. And we're going to break.
What?
Oh, dang it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are going to give away a very special thing. We're going to give away this. I took it apart now and I can't get it back together. We're giving away this dagger. This is a prop dagger made by a company called Loot Studios. It's actually a 3D printable file that I printed out already. I'm trying to hold it together because I didn't put it together. But anyway, we're going to give this away. What we're going to do is I'm going to start a contest in just a moment. And all you have to do is type in the key phrase that comes out when I start the contest, and you will be entered to win. Everyone who enters to win gets one entry per person, and once you enter, when we get back from break in 10 minutes, we will be drawing the winner for this knife. This is a prop knife. It's not real, but it's gorgeous. We will be sending one directly out to you, and it's already printed out, so it's ready to go. So we're starting the giveaway now. Dibs. And as you can see, you need to type exclamation point mini into chat. I don't know why my wife keeps entering. She can have one if she wants to. I think there's one right over there that's not
it's nice
taken.
to win things, Ray.
There's
Yeah,
one right over there
like
that's not
choke.
cut off the sprues, so she can have that one. So if Jessica wins, we draw another winner.
If Jessica wins, I'm gonna put it in Mila's box. I told you that.
Oh, so basically Milagros gets 2 entries.
Listen, it's cool. I've been here almost a year.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true.
You deserve it. All right, so yeah, I know she is. So we are going to go on break. We're going to take roughly 10 minutes. It's 9:34 Central Standard Time. We'll be back at 9:45, and we will draw the winner for that. And I'm going to try and make a list real quick of everyone who's subbed on your YouTube channel, and we will draw for the book set. as well when we get back. Now, you don't have to be present to win the book set because that's from all the subscribers on YouTube, but you do have to be present to win the dagger, so no one go anywhere. We will be back in 10 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. It's been a great show. I really appreciate you guys coming in, and we will see you in 10.
Oh gosh, don't tell my dad that.
Or doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We were just contemplating the nature of God. Hi everybody! Welcome back to the stream. Holy crap! What happened to my Discord? Oh,
You put it in a special place.
no! Brandon messaged me.
Ah.
I said
Hi,
hi.
Brandon.
What happened to our video feed? I think is another
Oh,
good
whoa.
question.
What the heck happened to that? Hang on a
It
second.
disappeared.
I mean, the
There we go.
GM stands for God, right?
The G and
Yeah.
I mean, more or less, yeah.
Yeah.
kind of, sort of. I know what happened to our stream thingy. Okay, so
There we go.
Thank you very much. Brandon, the GM from the Cantrip Cast, said hi to me on Discord. I had a pop up on Discord. I didn't know what it was.
I like how the chat is entering in our conversation. I love
Well, that's
this.
what they're there for.
It is, and yes, GM is God.
And oh, by the way, everyone,
Nobody told me it was a game.
I forgot to let you know that you can, if we ever do some dice rolls, you can affect the dice rolls by using what we call dagger dollars, which are just the currency that you get for watching the show. If you go into and hit the little thing, you can see that there are also sound alerts you can do. Please, yeah, there's sound alerts you can do. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb. But they're there.
Yes,
But you
it's
can
fun.
also do things like you can do things like lend a hand, which is you basically give +1 to a roll. That counts for either D&D rolls, or we play a lot of games that have dice pools. So you can give +1 to one of the die rolls on the dice pool rolls. You can do one that's called Save. That one in particular, that in D&D games, that gives one person the effect of Bless for their next roll. Or in the case of a dice pool system, you give them one automatic. Oh, sorry. You give an automatic success on one of the dice in the dice pool. Oh, thank you very much. And I'll look for the PM. And also we have another little setup on there, which is if you just joined us or you've blown all of your dagger dollars.
Wow.
We also have, thank you very much for the wow. We also have a way for you to use bits. Now, the only problem is the bits don't have an automatic function. So if you're using bits, you put in the bit amount and you tell me what you're redeeming and you tell me who you're redeeming it for. So you basically say, like, I'm using, I think, 250 bits to do Save That One in particular on Desdemona, as an example. So that's a way you can alter the rolls. You can do that. Now, you do not have to spend them on our heroes. Remember, I'm playing the game too,
Yes, you
and
do.
and
Yes,
I
you
like
do.
my
He's
NPCs
lying.
getting
He's
love.
lying. He's totally
So
lying.
you know,
He's totally lying.
just in case there's a dragon that's exceptionally handsome and you want to keep him alive for a while, you can spend your points on the rolls for the NPCs and monsters. Okay, so
we have had this before.
yes, we've had several people try and kill our lovely adventurers. No. Hey, I should get bonuses. I'm playing game 2.
No bonuses
But
for you.
only for the good NPCs. None
Only
of
for the
them
good
that are trying to
NPCs?
kill us.
You say that any of my NPCs aren't good?
Also,
Camille's
Ray,
the
are you
last
playing
NPC,
the game or
I'm
are you
not
designing
biased.
the game?
I didn't design this game. Gary Gygax originally did, and then a bunch of people
Fair.
made better. You know what I do? My only job in this thing is to react to you guys and come
That's
up with
valid.
weird names
That's
for
valid.
NPCs.
Fair.
But it's how you
That-
react.
Yes, it is how you react. All right, so let's get back into it, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? When we left off, we're going. Oh wait, we have to do two other things first. First, number
Give
one,
my stuff.
huh? Give you your
I want-
stuff.
I
Come in
want-
here and grab one off the shelf. Oh my gosh.
No, I gotta win it so I can give it to Milagros. Put it in my box.
I'm still going to draw another one if you win, because that's just not fair. All
I don't know how
right. So
many
has
people
everyone
get
who wants
but
to
I wanna see
enter,
that happen.
anyone who has ever entered wants to enter, typed exclamation points mini in chat to be entered for a chance to win this in pieces, but another piece fell off. 3D printed dagger. It's just not glued together. The 3D printed dagger that we're giving away for tonight's stream. Type exclamation point in chat right now. You'll be entered to win. And I am going to close the drawing In 3, 2, 1, bing. All right, so the drawings have been closed. We are, huh? I didn't hear what you said. We're going to pick a winner. Ready? Drum roll. And the winner is Crip Walker. Crip Walker has won. That's 2 Crip Walkers won now. So Crip Walker is going to get the dagger, and I'm going to send it unassembled Crip Walker. So you're going to need super glue, and if you don't know how to paint minis, you're going to learn, because this is a big, big dagger. All right, so congratulations very much, Crip Walker. We thank you so much for being here and being a part of this. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to find out who's subscribed to my YouTube channel. How do I do that?
I do Facebook. That's all I do.
No, you do social media. You're supposed to know how to do this. This is social media.
Nope.
I'm going to mute myself for my response.
You gotta mute yourself for your response. All right. Let me go over here. All right. Well, let's just see how many I have. I have 104 people subscribed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a random number between 1 and 104. What?
Plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
And it's between 1 and 104. So generate. It's going to be number 51 on the list. To my... Okay. I know how to do it now. Dashboard recent
I don't know that song. How does it go again? Ah.
Hey! All right. All right. That's enough. Oh my god. I found the list. Sweet Jesus. All right. 50
our heads forever.
Number 51 on my list of subscribers is see. Oh God, stop it. I'm gonna hurt everyone.
What I do? What I do? I'm innocent in this matter.
The 2
Lies, you're never innocent.
It's time to modulate again.
And the winner is Rachel Mech. She is actually one of our followers who came over to us from Obliviously Adventurous.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to reach out to her and let her know that she won and send her out the book. So Rachel, if you're in the audience, you won. If you're not, should be. And we will. I will reach out to you because I know that I can either find you through your YouTube channel or I can find you via Obliviously Adventures Discord. So. Congratulations to Rachel Mack, and congratulations to everyone who won tonight. And remember, we do a giveaway every single show at the break where we give away 3D printed minis. We print out the minis here, and we're going to be giving those away. I am working towards a much larger goal, a couple of much larger goals for the minis contest that we're going to do kind of like as quarterly prizes. The first one I'm going to be doing is we on the set we're doing right now. It is from a company called Arch Villain Games, and they do some gorgeous fucking minis. And the one we're going to be giving away right now is from their current set, which is called Tomb of Demons 2, because this is the second Tomb Demons set they've done. And this set is got some minis that you guys cannot even believe how gorgeous they are. But to give you an idea, this is the set we're drawing from. Sorry about everything being over top of it. Let me move it up to there. There.
Welcome to Tomb of Demons.
Yes. And so this is the set that we're giving away from. Now, the 3 in the back, the large models. There is Orcus, of course, because who doesn't love Orcus? And Orcus...
tassels.
Huh?
With
what?
the nipple tassels.
With the nipple tassel. Orcus is on a 250 millimeter base. That's a 25 centimeter base. Oh, so that base is like this fucking big. So Orcus stands about this tall. Yes. Okay? We're going to do that one as a giveaway that's going to be coming out later on this month. I'm going to actually print him out, and I might put him together, but it's really hard to ship him like that. So I'll probably print out 2 and print and put one together so we can have one to see. But anyway, that's going to be one of the giveaways. Plus, we're going to give away Adramal, the Seneschal of Orcus, which is on the right-hand side of him. And if you guys want to, we'll give away the bust. The bust is actually just a statue. It's not actually a mini. So I was thinking we might not bother with that. But every week, we pick a mini at the beginning of the break from the smaller ones down in front. And we pick a mini and we give that away when we come back from break. So we vote on that before the show, or before the break starts up. And then at the end of break, we give away the mini to one lucky winner. So.
Is that, wow.
What?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know I wasn't muted.
Okay.
I'm looking at the minis, and it reminded me of the Lucifer from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's on the.
Oh, it is a goat-headed demon, but no, it's not Lucifer.
Well, I know it's not Lucifer, but I do want that. So, hint, hint. Just saying.
Yeah, and Admiral Redbeard, if you want, DM me, join our Discord and DM me, and I can send you the link to Archvillains sets. They have a Patreon, and they release a new set every month. And I think depending on the level you support them at on their Patreon, that you can actually go back and get all the old sets as well. And their stuff is all their sets are that gorgeous.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and I do believe they cut them and designed them to be printed out on any format resin printer, so you can even use it on the small ones like the Photon. I have a Photon Mono X, so I have the larger format, so I can do the bigger minis easier. So anyway, that is all the giveaways for tonight. Thank you so much for all the help, guys. You guys got amazing. But also, at the end of the show, we actually do a scene of the evening to vote. So if you guys stick around, we can vote on that as well. So anyway, let's get back into it. So Val.
Yeah.
When Camille says there were other things there too, you feel a sudden sense of dizziness. Your vision swims for a second. You can't see the room at all. You can't really... You feel like you've been displaced. And for that one brief moment, you have no idea what's going on around you. The rest of you see Val's eyes go black. And you hear from Val's mouth opens to speak. And coming out from Val's mouth is like a shadowy darkness as he speaks. And all of you hear this. A guttural voice speaks in a language that I don't know if any of you speak at all. Does anyone speak like Abyssal? Okay. So it's in a very guttural language. He says something. Camille pales visibly and takes a large step back. And then you, Val, feel like someone suddenly grabs you and pulls you forward. and in your mind, you hear your quarry's voice saying, "Wake up! Snap out of it! Snap out of it!"
What?
I told you. I warned you. I don't know what it is, but we need to find out what it is and get it out.
Whatever is happening, I'm not doing it.
I know. It displaced you. It displaced me.
What? How?
I don't know. I don't know what it was doing. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't hear anything. But from the look on everyone's faces, it wasn't good.
Oh no.
What are the rest of you doing?
Drake has been he's in casual leaning, and he tapped something that by this time Cav has probably noticed he does is whenever there's trouble, he'll sharply tap twice on the table. As he just carefully shifts his feet, he keeps the demeanor of very calm and collected, but as his right hand dips low to the ground, he slowly grips what seems to be a very translucent, almost green-blue blade appearing in his hand. And as soon as things start to, if things go back to normal, it'll just slowly release and it'll just vanish into the ether.
Aeom, what are you doing?
Aeom's staring at Utopia on the stairs.
Utopia, you see the look on Camille's face. She is terrified. And she's staring at Val. And Val is kind of leaning on the tabletop for a second, like he just lost his balance or something. Callie, what are you doing? Okay, go ahead, Desdemona.
Desdemona speaks Abyssal and Draconic. I don't know why. I think I was half asleep when I finished that. So yeah. What did it say? What did he say in somebody else's voice?
The deal remains unbroken.
Score. Hey, Utopia, honey.
Already clanking faster towards the
Yeah.
table, but trying not to No, seriously, just
Refrigerator incoming.
No, literally.
Yeah.
She's trying to hold her plates together so they don't clank as she's trying to run over there.
So excited for
It's in the washing
refrigerator.
machine again.
The floor is fucking rattling. Just
Callie kind of shakes just a little bit.
fucking hydroplane.
Okay. Sweetie, Utopia, honey, princess. What deal did your dad just say wasn't broken?
Huh? He doesn't have a deal with anything that I know of. My other dad did, but he's dead.
No, I'm talking about Black Eyes there.
I don't know that Val made a deal with anything.
Okay, is that normal?
What's normal? What happened? I
No,
didn't see.
Oh, his eyes went black and he started.
Yeah, he does that.
And Abyssal?
Not to mention the black smoke coming out of his mouth as he spoke.
Yeah.
What?
And it's smoking outside only, so I don't appreciate that. I'm just saying. Yeah.
No,
Smoke coming out of my mouth has never happened.
No, that's not. No, the black eyes happens sometimes, but it
Is that
seems
normal?
like he does that on purpose. Was it not on purpose this time?
I don't think that
His
was
entire
Aeom,
posture changed when he spoke.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever that wasn't him.
Yo, Aeon, do you know this? Okay, you know your friend there that you were grabbing all over. What deal did he make?
Aeom is
It's not done.
shaking his head and holding Val's arm so that he's not quite leaning on the table anymore and pulling it behind him.
Okay.
It's fine.
Do you know what he was talking about?
No,
Camille
but it's not
kind of,
uncommon.
as Utopia is coming forward, Camille kind of steps forward, and she kind of steps up to Utopia, and she says, and she leans against Utopia's chest, but as she does, she tilts her head up and puts her mouth almost right by your ear, and she says, "We need to go."
Well,
Aom is eyeing Drake. He's never taken his eyes off of
oh my
Drake.
god.
I assume I'm still just kind of black-eyed,
Yeah.
leaning over the table.
You're not black-eyed. No, your eyes went
No,
back to
you're not.
normal.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
you can see, you can hear.
You're good.
The moment she was yelling at you and you heard her, your vision came back and the eyes went back to normal.
Okay.
What just happened?
Well,
I thought we should ask you that it happened to you.
yeah. And no
If only we knew
smoking
what happened.
inside. So if you could stop that.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
I not on purpose. I did.
Was it
Remember how I
another
mentioned
you?
that there's the other,
Yeah.
the third, the
Okay, y'all need a divorce. I got it. What deal did you make with somebody who speaks Abyssal?
I don't speak Abyssal, and I don't recall
You
making any
just
deals
did.
with anyone. Whatever that was not me. It was very likely the other thing
Yeah.
that's now giving me what the other. Hell, I need to speak to that wizard. Oh
Who do you need
boy,
to talk to?
Right, she can help you.
Lady Marissa, Lord Trask's wizard.
Okay.
Definitely something you should look into. Whatever that was, your entire stance and posture changed when you spoke.
Mm-hmm.
Black smoke rolling out of your mouth is
Yeah.
never
I'm
heard
sorry,
of language
you
like
said-
that before.
Black smoke?
Yep.
That's what it looked like.
Mhm.
That's never happened to me
Yet.
Yeah, it just did.
that I know of.
Just happened.
Also, your whole facial structure more or less adjusted. Your
Yeah.
face looked less relaxed. Jaw
Yeah.
tightened. Whatever that
Wait.
was, it wasn't you.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You say it wasn't. Does this entity maybe have something to do with this woman?
Which one?
What woman?
The child corralling one. With the nice blouse.
Camille?
Camille,
her name, I didn't
Camille
catch her.
leans more heavily into you, Utopia, and she says, "We have to go."
I don't see why it would.
Dad.
I will look towards Utopia and Camille. I didn't make any deal.
I don't think you made one either, and considering what the big devil demon thing said about bloodlines, I don't think it can be from me. I don't think that sort of thing is contagious. But I have no idea what's going on, so I don't think I can help. You said you were gonna talk to the wizard, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Lady Zarsteria.
Okay. Well, I don't know what will happen the next time we go to a different place because we never go where we're expecting. So I am going to take Camille to eat now while we still know where we are.
You do that. Yeah,
Have a
that's
great
important.
I
You do that.
I'll be back.
Aom looks at Val and just like Aom touches Val's hand to his head. Val, can you commune with my mind?
What?
You commune with my mind?
I will take my hand and put it to his head, and I won't even say the words this time. We just connect.
This is bad.
Very.
Okay.
I
Drake,
don't know these people.
Callie, I
Yeah.
think you need to GTFO. I'm just saying.
So as Camille's walking out with you, Utopia, she's kind of like leaning on you, like she's very upset and everything like that. As she's leaning on you, and she comes, as you get to the doorway, she's and you change out into the cold air from the hot, warm air inside. She kind of like leans up into your ear and she says, "I need you to trust me."
Okay.
She says, "Things in Ayla got really bad. Really, really bad. There were things that were killing everyone, but there were other things. And if you are willing to do things for them, they let you stay safe.
Is there something that you had to do?
There was something I was supposed to do, but I couldn't do it.
Oh.
And now I owe.
Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me, but is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. I don't even really know what it was. We were staying in a house near a square because it was really close to a well that had clean water. And I would sneak out to the well at night to get water so we wouldn't get spotted. Hydrate! And...
Oh, I'm talking about a cursed well, yeah.
A well.
Totally not sus.
Well, this is quite the story.
Oh, you don't even know how bad luck wells are in this fucking campaign. This is like the
Hey, a well saved your lives!
I have trouble with wells.
Thank you. Okay.
Hey, a well saved your lives. But anyway, she says, and when I got the water, I was running back to the house. And suddenly everything got really cold. And I couldn't run anymore. And I was terrified. And it was standing behind me. This dark shadow thing. It told me. It told me you were going to be there. It told me you were going to pull me out of that wagon. And all I had to do was to get you to come with me outside the walls by yourself.
Oh, shit.
I tried once. I'm sorry. I knew where my mother was. I knew where my grandfather was. I knew who my grandmother was. When I hesitated, when I tried to run finally, I got into the building. I found my mom. It looked like she was terrified. It looked like she had tried to claw her eyes out. And she was just laying there. And my grandparents were laying there right on either side of her, and they never woke up. Whatever made her do that, it didn't let her scream. I knew what it was. And I knew what it would do. And I knew it wouldn't start with me. So I went back outside and I took the deal. It's been coming back. Anytime it's dark, anytime there's shadow, it can find me. I need to go. Because if I stick around, you're gonna...
But if you go by yourself, then you're just in more danger. Why? I mean, we could probably figure something out.
Really? What happens when children start disappearing?
Well,
thought she hated them.
Look, you can't just right.
I mean, there's a fine line between hating somebody and wanting them dead, though.
I mean, she did literally tell you told me to kill a couple of them, but like
that's true. Okay, that's true.
It was totally in jest.
Is she trying to make it okay before she starts doing it?
If I stick around...
The children... Now, wait a minute. The children. The little shits. Oh, nah.
If I stick around, you're going to try and do something.
Yes, because...
You're going to try and do something like you always do. I've seen you fight horrifying things. And I've heard about what you guys have done against those other things. But it made her tear herself apart quietly. She didn't try and get up, and she didn't try and run. What are you going to do against that? If I run now, if I get far enough away, maybe it'll be enough for it to just follow me and find me. Because what's the use of butchering and slaughtering people if it can't show them to me because I'm not here?
I'm not letting you go off on your own to face this by yourself.
It's bright right now. I have the only defense that I know of against this in the sky right now. If I run now, I can make it far enough away. I'll steal a horse, I'll get out of town, and I'll just ride until it gets dark.
And then what? Then it's dark, and then you get hurt anyway.
And tears start coming down her cheeks, and she says, we both know what happens after it gets dark.
Fuck.
And it's my fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. That thing took advantage of you, and it scared you, and it knew that it didn't give you a choice. It gave you a choice between something horribly evil and something horribly evil that would kill you later. That's not a choice. That's not fair. So no, it's not your fault, and I'm not holding this against you. And if we have to, I don't know, you said light helps. We've dealt with shadow things before. I'll blind myself with whatever to just banish shadows. I don't care. You can't go off by yourself. You didn't do anything wrong.
Living through the 3 months of hell that was Ayla, I learned one very important thing. Right and wrong don't matter. And there is no scale of justice. There is only the strong and the weak. And I was wrong because I was weak.
No, but yes, but no.
Well, if that's true, then I'm strong as hell, and I'm gonna use my strength to protect you.
Like I said,
That is the correct answer.
you're gonna do something dumb.
We're gonna do something.
We're all gonna
That's
do
a
something
we.
dumb.
That's a
yeah,
we situation.
Okay, this is a we.
I mean,
This is
yep,
a
we're
family
signing
dumb.
on.
Okay, this is a family dumb.
This is a
I don't
family
even
dumb.
know what's happening. I'm in. Let's go.
You have a weird demon thing in the face?
Yep.
Fuck
Okay,
it.
so let's
Yeah,
pause Utopia
fuck
and
it,
Camille
okay.
there, because it's been a few minutes since you guys walked out.
What the fuck?
Jumping back in time
You have
to
a heart
right as
attack.
Camille and Utopia are walking out, and you guys said go ahead and have lunch. What is happening with the rest of you? Val, you're still kind of reeling from the momentary lapse of control.
Exorcist ass.
I'm still mentally connected to Aeom. Aeom, we need you to do us a favor.
What's
We
that?
need you to make us a promise. We don't know what's happening. And if the wizard can't help us, and if we lose control, we need you to end us.
There's a long pause.
Wait, did you just ask your boy?
And mentally, you can't hear
Oh,
us.
okay.
Not all.
Telepathic, you can't hear us.
Yeah, none of y'all can hear this. Could you imagine?
It's
saying
brain to
that
brain talk.
in front of a table of strangers.
No shit.
You're like,
I
hey,
need
kill
you
me.
to kill me. Like,
Wait. Hang
And
on.
if I ever wear white after Labor Day, I need you to kill me. Okay?
Yo,
I don't know
not
what this
playing
thing
this
is
game.
capable of. I don't know if it's going to use me to hurt one of you.
And how am I to know?
If something like what just happened again, if I attack one of you, you've seen what I can do.
Val,
Right
I
now-
can't kill you.
I'm not going to ask Utopia to do it. I trust you. Alright. If you're not going to kill me, then you knock me the fuck out. And we figure something out. You're right. I've got too much to... I still haven't found... You knock me the fuck out.
Put you flat on your ass.
You better.
Any day, Val.
And like as the rest of you are just kind of like staring, like as I'm just like holding onto his head and he's holding onto mine, I bring him in and like our foreheads touch, and out loud I will say, "Thank you."
We didn't do anything.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
I think they're
Okay.
talking to each other. I think whatever conversation they were having in here is over. I don't know why they have to make physical contact, though. It's so much easier to just make a link.
It makes it easier for us. Tangibility, conduits. It's a
Touching
visualization
helps a lot.
thing.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's
Lot
a
of
Sylvester
touching.
Bell thing. Reach out and touch someone.
I thought it was just the warmth of contact, but
I mean, I also enjoy that. Not so much when I'm doing that to people I'm trying to scare, though.
Oh, is that what you were doing to him?
No, I wasn't scaring him. We were having a conversation.
Okay.
I was
Y'all
asking
good?
him to do something for me. Absolutely.
Groovy.
We're great.
have
Oh.
any of you ever heard of Jaegerhorn? And Aeom saying this as he turns around to the group.
Heard of Jaeger, but I don't remember a horn having to do with it. It was just a drink.
I mean, you could drink it out of a horn.
Yeah, you could. I wouldn't.
Afraid the name doesn't exactly ring any bells here.
Would
That's a
I, given my bardic knowledge stuff, have heard of Jaegerhorn?
You can make me a history roll.
I will do that.
thanks for giving me a heart attack, Ray. Feels great.
Emotional
come
damage.
on. You
Emotional
like it.
damage. Oh shit! Nice roll.
Ooh, yeah.
Jaegerhorn
He knows
is
Jaegerhorn's full astrology chart.
yeah. Jaegerhorn.
He's a Pisces.
Of course, those Pisces.
Jaegerhorn is the minister of the Great Northern Range. They are their significant other, their spouse, is also the parliamentarian from the Great Northern Range who represents the Great Northern Range at Parliament. Jaegerhorn is also the gentleman who led the rebellion against the mine owners and had the redistribution of the ownership of the mines passed to the people. And he is probably the biggest folk hero in this area. And they are a very well-known, well-loved hero in the Great Northern Reach. They're the reason that the miners now have like decent salaries. They get profit sharing from the mine. They're just completely across the boards. Their lives have turned around 100% in the past 25 years, and they are the reason that Jaegerhorn has been never challenged for his position in the entire time that he's occupied it.
I will say, wait, I think I remember reading about him at university, and then I spat all of that.
First name is Aegom.
Aegom, I think is
How do you
first
spell
name.
that?
Agom. Jaggerhorn.
So he's a union organizer?
Yeah.
If the unions ended up owning the businesses.
That's one hell of a union organizer. Rock on.
Yeah.
Unicorns.
Do you know this person?
Just say God told me.
I mean, God is
Which
if
one?
you're referring to the Mist Mother, then
You
the
have
Mist
one.
Mother has been telling us lots of things.
Well, a piece of her,
Which piece?
the Night Mother.
Okay. So
Drake?
what this?
You have never heard anyone mention the Night Mother. Desdemona, you have never heard anyone mention the Night Mother. Callie, you've been in a big hole.
I've been in a hole. I know nothing. I don't know.
She's never heard of anything ever for any reason.
She
There's
knows what the
gods.
Mist Mother is.
And
she's
there's
terrifying.
gods. There's all kinds of gods. Yeah, no, Miss Mother's dangerous.
I raise an
Dreams
eyebrow.
of the- It's like I've heard dreams of the Mist Mother, but this Night Mother is new.
Yeah, it's relatively new to us too. And I raise an eyebrow at Aeom. What did Scary War Mommy tell you this time?
Scary War Mommy.
She appeared in my room when I woke up and walked from the shadows
When was this?
just this morning. She walked up to me and she told me that the one thing I should watch out for is Jaegerhorn's arrival.
Did she mean it in like a hey, look out that guy? Hey, watch out for that guy because he's coming, or was it more or less a watch out for him, ominous music?
Watch out for him, ominous music.
Fuck me blind.
I can make you blind.
He's
my
just
God!
gonna Drake is just
Figure
gonna take
speech.
the wine bottle and hand it. You
need
look
help?
like you might need this.
Thanks. It's been a day.
I love that
I
it's
didn't
like
know blind was
10 in
gonna
the
help, but-
morning, and all of us are like, wow, what a fucking week this day has been.
Maybe you shouldn't say things like to do something blind. I'm just saying.
What?
I don't know. Sounds kind of entertaining.
Well, yeah,
I
but
mean,
you,
I can't, it's temporary, but I can make you blind.
Nobody's
I
fucking
don't
my
want to
dad.
actually be
Nobody's
blunt.
fucking
Okay, I
my
thought
dad.
you said you did.
It's a turn of phrase. It's not. I
That's a
wasn't being
horrible
literal.
turn of phrase.
Turn phrases. Okay.
Val,
It's an idiom.
That's a
What about an idiot?
horrible, the terrible one. Horrible. Oh my god, I can't talk.
this
Yes,
is
Sam.
death.
Thank you for the
To
follow,
everyone
Zombie
and
Lollipop.
everything.
Yeah, that's what.
The Mist
She
Mother
brings
is
death?
shattered.
Is she now?
No,
Pieces.
No.
And Jaegerhorn is important.
Good to know.
So if Jaegerhorn is important, then we should meet him.
I don't think he's important in a good way.
So he should be blind.
You know what? Yeah.
So
death.
what I'm hearing
We
is
can do that
hold on
too.
to that thought.
Yeah,
Let's
so you
hold
do
on
one
to
off
that
the other.
thought.
because
Callie-
there's always
Callie,
the chance
right?
you're being
Yeah.
tricked.
Let's hold on to that thought of the whole like death and blinding thing. Hold on to it. 'Cause
Okay.
That might come in handy later.
Okay. I'm also very good at poison.
Also
She
good
is.
to know. Also
Yeah.
very good to know. I have no skill in that. Aelm, what exactly are we supposed to do with this information? Like, what did she tell us at least how to proceed, or tell you how to proceed? Not me. Yeah, I wasn't there. You. She spoke to you.
She told me to beware of Jaegerhorn's arrival.
So an omen. It's
Okay.
Sound for it.
So something else to bring up, I guess, to Marissa. That'll be interesting.
Could be bad, could be good.
so it's like when the birds stop flying on the coastline, you know a storm's coming.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what it
But we
sounds
don't know if the storm is going to be terrible or if it's going to bring fertile seed.
like. Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
rain's good.
Rain is good, but not when.
Not when it lays waste to an entire coastline
Or floods caves.
or
Yeah.
floods.
If only I would be so lucky.
But who knows if the cities will survive. But nature might flourish.
Very true. Very true.
Nature finds a way.
Maybe we
Always,
should go
always.
further inland. I'm just saying.
You're pretty far inland right now.
Oh Lord.
You're
Okay.
you're about 1,000 miles from the coast.
It's not actual. It's like, to be completely honest, worrying about things you don't understand is sometimes good, but you can't let it control you. Fear is a mind killer.
It is.
The more you let it get in your head,
Mm-hmm.
the less likely you are to act when you're needed, and with good thought.
That's
Trust me.
not a bad way to think about that.
Yeah.
This right here is probably one of your strongest weapons.
Your
You can
mind?
be physically strong. Your mind is weak, you'll crack like an egg in the moment.
Also, if you fall from a really high cliff.
Let's
You'll
try
need
to
about 20
not
feet on
fall
the
from a
head.
cliff
Good points, both of you.
or from 20 feet up. Let's
Well,
let's
that's
try to
head
negate
first.
any. Let's try to negate any need for falling.
Oh no, there's not going to be
Rapidly.
falling. Maybe if someone needs to be pushed, however, I've got no problem with it.
I don't like heights.
She doesn't.
I'm beginning to like them less.
Why are you here?
Why are you?
Well, I'm looking for a safe
Good
place.
question. But I asked first.
I'm
right
here. We're here
Do you want
because
the Do you want the truthful answer, or do you want the actual answer?
Whatever answer you're gonna give me.
Fair
you
enough.
need us.
It's best just to give him an answer. He's
I did.
when he gets like this, it's hard to dissuade him.
We are here because, to be honest, you need us.
I'm simply here because I had nowhere else to be, and then I got given a brand new purpose, some sort of reoccurring dream.
Isn't that
You're
a fun
kidding
one?
me.
Yeah, he's our
He
HR
talks about it a lot.
department.
He talks
Quick
a lot
question
about
for the DM, Ray. Do we see the mist around them?
As you're talking to them,
Oh, fuck.
you see there's no mist around them as you're looking at them. As you're talking to them, and the moment Desdemona says, "We're here because we're supposed to be here," it like mist flows like it's outcoming. It flows out across and down and around her and surrounds her. It rolls across the floor and it goes up and over Callie and Drake, and covers them as well.
Aeom, are you seeing that?
Yep.
Shit.
Seeing what?
You ever heard a bell ring in your mind?
This is the second time we've talked about bells ringing in people's heads. Does that
Crystal
happen
clear
often?
bell chimes in all 3 of your ears.
Oh wow, is that what it is?
I think they just heard it.
And as the bell
Speak of
chimes,
the devil,
the mist
and one shall
fades
appear.
again.
That's so strange. Where did it come from?
Who knows?
When the
know.
bell chimes, Drake, Callie, and Desdemona, you see Aeom and Val are shrouded in mist for a moment. But as the bell chimes, it fades.
Well, that's interesting.
There's
Never
something
seen
out
that
here.
before.
Let me guess. You just saw mist around us.
Fog, but yeah.
Are we
Same.
back?
We
Yeah.
just saw that around
Oh.
you, and then it
Yeah.
disappeared.
Really?
Sucks when you
Oh.
ruin the party trick, right?
This is cool. I've seen a lot of shit, but this is new.
Yeah, we've been chosen.
Oh
And
crap!
the Mist Mother.
Wait,
This isn't Barovia, right?
No.
Thankfully
I'm
not.
I don't know
That
where
place
that
is a shithole.
No, because last time this kind of. No, I'm gonna go outside and look around.
So, Utopia, you and Camille are standing outside. And
no.
Camille's looking at you, and she's like,
Just wanted to
look,
be gay, bro.
it's just safer. And she says, eventually they're going to come looking for us. And eventually you're going to have to make a choice, and you're going to make the wrong one. Because you're you, and you're a good person. And she says,
No,
and then she goes, look, it's already too late. And she's looking
No.
back at the door.
no. It's not. It's not. We've
They're
been
already,
okay.
and she starts stepping away from you, and she says, they're already coming here. Look.
Do I see them over there? Because
Yep.
I just went out.
They're a little bit off to the left, about 20 yards away.
Yo, Val's kid.
What?
You turn around.
Oh, no, hold on. No, I'm busy. I'm busy right now.
Does she have any mist? I'm just wondering.
Camille, hold on.
Yes, she does, but the moment you will look at her, the mist fades. Utopia, when you turn around,
Yeah.
to that 1 second to go, no, I'm busy. You turn back around, and Camille is just sprinting.
Nope, I'm going after her.
And that's where we're gonna wrap up for the night.
Let's go!
I love epic gay chase. Let's go.
True, but you're also in heavy armor.
Very true. Heavy armor.
The new flowy boa robe.
No, absolutely fucking not. Motherfucker.
It sounds like
Oh.
somebody
Okay.
threw a freaking a box of cans down a freaking set of.
Refrigerator. Let's go.
Yes, it does.
What's that?
Oh.
Song? Let's make the sound of a fork in the garbage disposal.
Oh God.
Oh, I didn't
that's
even notice that I
horrible.
didn't have the thing up in this one.
Oh, you motherfucker.
What'd I do?
Guys, shut up! What'd I do? I will kill you.
Don't lie.
Bro,
Mama is everything.
bro, okay. They haven't even smooched yet.
Nope.
Just trying to be gay.
They never
goddammit.
will.
No, motherfucker.
I
will
want the smooch.
chase
I
her.
Oh my
I
god.
want the
Chase her. I
smooches.
don't give a fuck.
Exactly what we
I'm
want.
surprised
We'll
his
never
face.
have.
I'm surprised their face shouldn't just immediately flush red the moment they've got a pretty woman whispering in their ear.
Oh no, she's been gay panicking for days. Like Camille is the first person she's ever met organically. That's not either an arranged marriage, which technically she has a fiance in this region.
Yep,
Yeah,
no
I didn't
shit.
Forget about that. I didn't forget about that.
Oh,
She has
and the
a
minister
fiancé.
of this region's showing up. And he already knows who you are.
Fuck. Well,
Who can
I'm
he be
running
showing up
after-
with?
I'm running after my actual sort of not yet girlfriend because we haven't gone on a date yet. She might be cursed, but you know what? She's mine.
I will die for her.
Like, you're not doing
Does she know she's your almost not quite girlfriend?
I mean, she
So-
said yes to the date.
Apparently,
and-
she's
That's
herself as her
huge, man.
almost yet not quite death sentence.
So I'm
Bulma-
getting ready to make something to add to the Dinner and a Game store,
It is what it
and it's
is.
gonna be a coffee
If I
cup
die,
that says
then I
these
die
are the
for
tiers
life.
of my players on it.
Yes.
And I'm gonna order it and have it sent to me, and I'm only gonna drink from that cup while I'm on the stream from now on.
That sounds good.
Enjoy them, Ray. They're very salty.
Very.
Oh, that was so beautiful, guys. Thank you so much. That's 2 amazing games in a row. Holy crap.
Wow.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Ivy wanted to pick up the Friday show. I would hate to go after those 2 days.
Well, I'm playing in the Friday show, so Ivy's looking for payback.
I hope she gets the kneecaps, old man. The fucking kneecaps.
We gotta bring agent.
I could say that he's my honorary dad.
Ray just comes out hobbling.
I come out hobbling and smiling. It's like, oh, that was some emotional damage.
Oh my god.
With such good dialogue.
Just trauma. I'm rolling in trauma.
Damn it.
And well, I
All
may I
right.
say, the trauma bear has come, so you've
Oh, the trauma bear. All right, so Cassie,
Yes.
where can people find your content? Come up here, kitty. Where can people find your content? Oops, sorry, knocked something down.
All right, so I am mostly a lurker, but you can follow me on almost any social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, at LadyVamp. It's LADEE because I like to be weird. _VAMP. I promise eventually I will get back to TikTok content, but otherwise you can see my OCs on my Instagram, and I try to do D&D recaps on my Twitter. Sometimes I usually forget.
Usually forget.
I usually forget. There's a lot. I'm in 4 games now.
Is
This is a
all
lot.
there. It is all there in chat right now, so you can go to her link tree and follow on all the follows that exist. So thank you very much for joining, Cassie. Yeah, it's gonna be a ride.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
As predicted, tonight was nothing but RP. Bringing new people into the group is always fun, and you guys made it amazing. Sam, where can folks find you?
So you guys can mainly find me over on TikTok under Markov & Co. Kind of hard to miss me. Apparently a video went viral a few months ago and it's still somehow going. Not sure how. I am on other things, but I have very little time to touch or even go any further into them, so there's not much going on other than the TikTok, unless you're on Twitch, in which case you can find me on several other channels, such as ADH Adventures on Tuesday, Turn to Page 394s every other Thursday, including tomorrow, and actually on Spotify and a few other streaming services, as the wife runs a Monster Hearts podcast called Arcadia Bay University.
I still gotta go check that out. Oh, I want to check that out so bad.
I don't want to spoil anything from this most recent episode, but ooh.
Emotional
Werewolves look
damage.
tame after what happened last week.
That much,
All
huh?
I'm gonna say.
Well,
I think we need to compare notes on werewolves.
Speaking of werewolves, Milagros, where can people find you?
Ooh, I got some TikTok material now. It's gonna be screaming. I use, really quick, I am the note taker for both of the campaigns that I'm in. And I try to take verbatim notes of almost everything except like when the banter gets very fast and like, you know, when I'm about to have a stroke because of what Ray is putting me through. But in my notes for this campaign, I put a to-do list, and the first thing on the list was the date because I thought that would happen. Except no, because Ray hates me personally. It has done nothing but torment me for 32 sessions.
33.
So, no, today's 32.
Oh, 32. Okay.
Yeah, today's 32. If
did
you
miss
want
one,
to
though.
see me scream, either because I'm simping over Savika from Arcane, I have a giant 18-minute long Arcane crack video coming at some point. Somebody needed to splice all her scenes together and post it on YouTube, and I decided I was going to do it. And so if you want to see that, that will be on YouTube. I'm posting about it on TikTok. I'm not super active on TikTok because I am 2 months away from graduating college and finishing my bachelor's degree, so that is a lot. But if you want to see me consistently, especially see me suffer, because that's all I do here, specifically the gay panic version of suffering, because both campaigns I'm in currently, my characters are just gay panicking hard as fuck. I am here with Dinner and a Game on Tuesday and Wednesday nights. They will never get rid of me. I live here. And one day I will make it to Texas, and I will bust Ray's kneecaps, and I will do it on live stream.
Wait. I respectfully request that if it is this based on us meeting face to face, that you wait till the end of Gen Con to bust my kneecaps, because I need my old ass knees to get around the con.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. His knees have a deadline now. And that's right after Gen Con.
You're gonna ring back. You're gonna go to swing. You're gonna feel a slight change. You're gonna scream, and all of a sudden it's just gonna be like either a wiffle ball bat or like, where did the other one go? Where did my bat go?
Yeah, just in all seriousness, I love it here. I'm so glad to have Cassie and Sam, you've been super fun. Jess, I've played with her 2 other times before, and so it's always nice to have her back around. But the vibes are immaculate. I'm so excited to see where this takes us.
And Sweet Tea Redeemed Hydrate.
Yeah, and Ray is he's an excellent storyteller. I'm suffering so much.
Oh, you like it?
Best
Don't
part.
Oh, dude, of course. This is so much fun. Now I have to adjust the fanfiction timeline again. But yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot of rambling. I'm
That's
tired
okay.
again.
You're winding down.
I'm gonna have to scream into a pillow or something.
That's hard.
I'm gonna scare my residents.
Speaking of screaming into pillows, Sphinx, where can people find you?
What kind?
Screaming into, biting, you never know.
You never know. You never know. Welcome
I've had a
back to
beer.
in the game after dark.
After dark.
You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM. I do a lot of D&D comments too. Content. Also some cosplay and some music stuff. Everywhere else you can find me as Sphinx Akasha. You can find me playing TTRPGs here on Twitch. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, like tonight, you can find me with During the Game, playing Emerald Sanctums and, of course, Kingdoms of Mist, respectively. On Fridays, every other Fridays, you can find me with the Alex Baum channel, playing Initiatives and Intrigues, where I play Badru Kamar, my ASMR Bard Cleric. On the Fridays that we're not playing that game, you can find me dungeon mastering my very own Eberron homebrew campaign, Agents of the Circle, on the ADH Adventures streaming channel. The cast is getting ready to perform a heist/con/kidnapping. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I have no idea what that's going to turn out to, but it's looking more and more like a Leverage episode the more we get into it.
Yeah, but I've seen your podcast. I've seen your crew. It's going to be Leverage mixed with Keystone Cops.
Yes, very much so. That is 100% valid. 100%
it's going to be brilliant, though.
On Saturday, starting this Saturday, actually, ADH Adventures is bringing back Unlicensed Magic. War Crimes is the new series, where I will be playing Zan, who is a Eladrin paladin of the Oath of the Watcher. and he's got some secrets that he is coming into this with, and it's going to be a fun time. And on the Saturdays, we're not doing that. Still, again, with ADH Adventures, playing Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel Jahari and Asamar Necromancer. And we're currently in our Pirate Arc, where Raziel has forgotten pretty much all knowledge of his love Dalvi, and they're now on a quest to not only to free Dalvi's parents and kill the Pirate King, but to find those memories and put them back in his head.
Did Dalvi get her magic back?
No, her magic's back. We got her magic back.
Yeah, I missed the last couple ones, so I don't know.
Yeah, I believe I was able to modify memory and remove the block from her, and that got her paladin magic back. But also, I'm on a hunt to kill another god, so that's fun. Thanks, librarian.
Always go to Songbird when you want to kill a bard. She sets you up. And finally, Rob. Not finally, but Rob.
Hi.
Where can people find you?
TikTok. I have 0 of the required skills to be here. Thanks for having me.
You have all of the required skills.
Excuse me.
First of all,
bullshit.
First of all, Rob makes like longbows like for fun. Okay, she's out here like carving wood and shit.
By hand.
She can, like make clothes. She's learning how to do makeup. She could probably do a cartwheel, which like I would die if I tried that. I'm just assuming. And she's like Canadian, so like she has rights or whatever. I don't know. I also don't know what the job is, but let's bring back the long. She can snipe, whatever. I don't know how longbows work.
I have an even bigger thing for Rob. Rob and Utopia used to too, but Rob would come into the show in cosplay.
It's true.
Yo,
I will bring it back.
and they cosplay. Also, they animate. Their TikTok had like animation.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Phenomenal actor and improviser. Like, don't you come for my friend like that, Rob.
Yeah, I am offended that you would speak of my friend in that manner.
Exactly.
I feel like we need to bring some self-kindness to this channel.
in my house.
I was going for the self-deprecating, but then all I got was love, and it's great.
And I do it again.
You
I know.
Best be ready for that to continue.
I
just
am
saying.
literally here for it. Thank you all for
Aggressive
coming.
kindness.
Holy crap. You guys are all amazing. I have had few games in my life that were as good as this one.
Well, thank you very much.
Having
And
everybody here was really
thank to everyone else too. And if you guys want to follow any of Dinner and Games content, of course, Jessica and I, we have all this content out there for you guys. It's on our link tree. Remember, if you want to support us, you can subscribe here on Twitch. That's one way to support us. We appreciate every subscription. We appreciate every follow. Everything you guys do for us is amazing, and we cannot even begin to tell you what this means to us. Every single dime we make goes back into supporting this show, and what we are actively trying to get to is a point where we can actually have people come on this show and not have to worry about their evening, because we're going to start paying them to be here. And that's where we're working towards. So every single sub helps us get to that goal, and every single item we do helps us get to that goal. We are, of course, having these contests to help drive those numbers up.
Wait, can we like... Oh, sorry.
What?
I was trying to make a heart with Sphinx.
Just make a heart across the whole
how
thing.
does can we like...
I don't know if anyone
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to know where you are on the actual the actual
We're all
screen.
That's right.
We're all trying to make a really big heart.
Do that again? Do the whole thing
I'm at the
again?
bottom.
The bottom.
I don't fucking know this.
Rob is declaring himself bottom.
Am I the wrong way?
I did
What?
forever and always. Forever and always.
Oh, thank you so much for surviving.
Bro,
I can't talk. Oh shit.
It's fun to be top.
Okay.
Bottom.
Wow.
I think. Oh my goodness, that's a lot more subs.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Admiral, you are amazing.
You are crazy.
You
You're
are.
amazing.
Man,
Holy
man.
crap.
He's in your Discord now, just be warned.
I know, I saw. I said hi. So also, if you want to support us, there's other ways to do it. We do have a partnership with Geek Grind Coffee. And we are also patrons of Geek Grind Coffee. Geek Greg Coffee is amazing. They have great coffees. They have great teas. If you order the teas, I highly recommend their, what's it called, baby? I know it's red wine tea, but it's something to the north.
Oh, I was just looking at this one, Beyond the Northern Wall.
Beyond the Northern Wall, yes. It's called Blood Wine Tea. It's fucking amazing. It is so good. And then, for the coffees, if you can still get it, their eggnog blend coffee from the holidays was... I got a 2-pound bag. It's good. And they have so many different flavors. You just gotta go check it out. Hit the link. If you use our link to order the coffee, then we get a small kickback from them. It's just a way of them supporting us and us supporting them, and you supporting all these companies across the board. And also, we're getting ready to relaunch our Patreon. And we've got rewards across the board right now, but some of the other tiers we're working on. One of the ones we're doing is we're getting ready to do our dice order, so we're going to start giving away dice for certain tiers, sets of dice for certain tiers, and we are going to start giving away things like dice trays and stuff like that with other rewards. So it's not fully launched yet, but if you want to go check out some of the rewards and take a look at it, you can go check out our Patreon. But other than that, whatever you guys can do to support us, we appreciate. If you can't do anything, come watch the show. That's all we really, really want, is you to come watch the show. The Dwarven Dawn, absolutely amazing. So freaking good. So let's go ahead and spread some love around. Guys, do you guys have anyone you want to raid tonight?
Let's see. Who's active at the moment?
88 Adventures is active. The Adventure Arc. Dork Tales.
Yeah, I saw Dork Tales.
Blackwater D&D, I don't know them.
I do know them. I haven't watched their show in a while. So Devil's Luck Gaming is on too. You guys want to do 88 Adventures?
I think we're playing Call of Cthulhu tonight.
Oh, nice. I love Call of Cthulhu. All right, that one. All right. So remember, please, everyone, if you're going to go out, wear a mask. It's still rampant. It's still going on. We get weekly freaking reports from my son's high school that he's been exposed. And Jessica is on immunosuppressants, and I am a diabetic. So every single day we get a notification that we could almost die.
Yep.
So please do your best to be careful. We want you to come back and join us. At dinner game, we always save you a seat at the table. We want you to stay well, stay healthy, and make sure you come back and join us at that table. In the meantime, we're going to go raid 88 Adventures. Show them some love. Let them know you came from Dinner and a Game. And be sure to give them a follow if you haven't. They're amazing creators. And it's Call of Cthulhu, so hopefully you get to pee your pants.
Yep.
Love you all very much. See you in 7 days for Kingdoms of Mist and in 6 days for Emerald Sanctums. Good night, everyone.